I think it's happening. I think we're doing this. I'll let some people get on board here on the live stream, but typically there's a bunch of people that watch these live streams after the fact. So if you're watching this long after we're done live, thanks. Appreciate the heck out of you. Already getting a little nip right there. It's 9:17 in the morning here when we're starting this live stream on a Tuesday morning. Hopefully won't see a whole lot of boats out here today. But yeah, we'll let some people get on here. We're gonna catch some fish today. I've already been wearing them out here, and I slid on downstream a little way so I could get some cell phone service. Had 2 bars where I was at catching fish, which is always questionable for whether or not you're gonna buffer. So I slid down just a little bit. Now I got 3 bars, so we should be golden. Now, whether or not we get bit down here, I don't know, but the fact I'm already getting some dink taps, I just refreshed my baits. I'm pretty confident we're gonna stay on some fish here. So anyway, all right, we got a bunch of people in the chat box now. They all on there now. Let's see. There's Upstate Angler, Dirt Dauber Adventures. Tommy Bounds says audio and video is awesome. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate you letting me know there. It's always a concern with me. Hey, Chris Bell, Catfish Club member, says, hey man, hope you're having a good morning. Thanks, Chris. It's been a pretty good morning out here. I've already got a 30, 45 minute video filmed once I get it edited. Got several fish, got some flatheads already, so it's been a good morning out here. Thought I might go live for a little while. There's Corey Goodwin and Ted. Cujo Bubba Brown, Craig Hanley. There's Catch a Hog from Lake Fork, Texas. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Chad Young. Hey, there's Robert Ayers. Robert, I don't know how to, you've told me before, Robert, and I can't remember, but he's a club member. Glad to have you, Robert. Sorry I butchered your name there again. There's James Shuey. What's going on, James? Says, catch me a golly whopper on a golly whopper. I'm gonna try, buddy. I got them out. We got something going on with that line there. It's behind us or something there. I'm gonna pick up on this here a minute, y'all. Bear with me here. Something's going on with this line there. Who is that? Somebody hit me up with some money already. Lord Almighty. I'm gonna pick up on that. I think we might have a fish. Yeah, I do. I do have a fish on here. No? Maybe he just swam me out of the line. We're getting off to a hell of a start here, people. Hell of a start. I think he swam me into my other line over here, maybe. I don't know what's going on here. I'm either reeling up a small fish. I am reeling up a small fish. But he did get my other line too. Unnecessary fish. Starting a live stream with a fish and a tangle. No. Well, if he'd quit all that flopping around, I'd have had him untangled before I even brought him in. Okay, good. He did come out of that other line. Good deal. Well, fish number 1, we're 4 minutes into the stream. Heck yeah, man. Let me dedicate this fish to somebody. Let me see here. Corey Goodwin hit me with $19.99, first super chat. He says, morning, Justin, catch a whopper. Corey, this one here's for you, buddy. This ain't no whopper. Oh! He's got the attitude of a whopper, though. He's got the attitude of a Burger King have it your way whopper. Give me that hook back and that bait back, fish. I want them both back. There you go. We're going to send that back down. Corey Goodwin, hey, thanks for the super chat, man. That in there, dinkity-doo-dah, but he's for you. There he goes, man. Let me send this bait back down here. That's encouraging. I was on some fish. Like I said, I slid down this ledge just a little bit so I could have some cell service. I went from 2 bars into 3. So that determined where I was going to be fishing at for the live stream. I'd kind of thought about just taking the rest of the morning just fishing for me off camera, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll just go live. I don't have any other video coming out today, so good time for it. All right, we reset again. Thank you again for that super chat there, Corey. Somebody else left me one too. Who's this? That's Chris Bell. $10 said for making my morning. Well, thank you, Chris. You're making my morning. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate that. Well, Kayak Catfishing hit me up too. Lord Almighty, y'all blowed me up here first thing. He gave me a 10 spot too. He said, good morning from my job site in Providence, Rhode Island. Hope you get some good ones today. Good luck and have a great day. Hey, thank you, Cody. Man, I hope you getting to do some fishing up there. I think the stripers have been up there biting, so I hope you own them. I hope you're having a good time with them things. I've seen there's a fellow I follow on Instagram there. He lives somewhere up north there. He's been catching a bunch of them. James Shuey said he kicked back in the recliner with coffee watching me now. All right. I think there's probably better ways to spend a morning drinking coffee, but if you want to watch me, I'm glad to have you, man. Hopefully we'll put on a show out here today. Mike Barron says raining like heck in Henderson, Kentucky. They were a chance of rain here, but I think I don't think any's in the area right now. Bob Nicholson, Mike Porter. I'm gonna scroll on down here. I'm way behind in the chat already. There's Pappy James. Laurel H hit me with a 20. Says, morning from Oklahoma. Catch a big old blue for me. Thank you so much, Laurel. That's nice of you there. I hope we do catch some big blues today. I already got some this morning before I went live, so hopefully we can keep it going here. Thank you so much, Laurel. That rod right there was getting a little love tap a second ago. I got the live scope on up there. I see some tiny marks. I had a bunch of fish up there where I was at. I think I just dropped so many gut pockets overboard and dropped so many baits overboard. Now this one right here is getting hit. But I had them kind of drawn in, but I've moved downstream since then. He's trying his best to eat that thing. Uh-oh. One of them rocked me over here. Thought something hit me on the other side. Let's see what's going on with this one. He got it? Got to doo-doo or get off the pot fish. Ain't nobody got time to be waiting on you. We live stream. That chat box is rolling right now, buddy. All right, I guess he thought better of it. We'll see if he comes back. Lost my spot there. Lost my spot. Okay, there it is. Willis Cops, is any slot tournaments coming up for you? No, I didn't sign up last month or for August. Really wasn't a lot of people signed up. I think there's like 5 or 6, something like that. And if there ain't no money in the pot, I ain't measuring small fish all month long. It's too much of a hassle. So I didn't sign up. Let's see, Kayak Catfishing said, caught some scup the other day, going for bluefish and stripers soon, man. I hope you have a good time and get on them. We own one on a head bait right here, and that's a pretty good looking takedown, ain't it? He just let it go. Pretty nice takedown. That's a big bait. It's going to take a pretty good sized fish to eat that thing. We've got some action out here though. There's some fish here in this area. There's about to be some sunglasses up here in this area of my face too if that sun comes out. Been cloudy all morning. I go live, now the sun's going to bust through the clouds. There's NJ Fishing Maniac, hell yeah. Eric Flowers in the house. He had a jackpot on his phone today, $100, hell yeah, man. CJN $5.55. Thank you, CJ. Said my golly whopper shipping tube was cracked open like a can of biscuits. Oh, heck. Well, CJ, I hate to hear that. Reach out to Catfish Limo. They're excellent customer service with that kind of thing. Just snap a picture and send it to them. They'll take care of you. I hate that happen. The postal services, they're terrible. They awful. I hate that happens, but we'll get you taken care of. Waking for bacon. Justin, shout out to Eastern Kentucky. So many people lost everything and a bunch of destruction and death. Thanks, but absolutely. Shout out to Eastern Kentucky. I don't watch the news much, but I'd heard about the flooding up there. Apparently it was really bad, and a lot of people, like you mentioned there, just lost everything. So shout out to those people. If you're religious and whatnot, keep them in your prayers and thoughts and all that. And I hate that for anybody, man. It's I can't imagine, losing everything. We live a pretty good life, and it's easy to take it for granted, A. Crux has a stupid question. He says, why do you hate channel cats and not carp? Well, I've answered it in 86 videos you ain't watched, but for the millionth time, they act like that right there. They sit down there and they chew up your baits. They're smaller fish compared to blues. They don't fight as hard as flatheads, and they just tear up your baits. So that's why I don't like them. For the 88th time, at least. It may be the first time he's ever watched. I shouldn't be that way. I'm bad. That's why I can't do TikTok. One of the reasons is because you get asked the same question over and over and over again, and it just irritates me. I shouldn't be like that, but I am. You just got to be who you are. Hey, Riptide Outdoors, $9.99. Thank you, Riptide. He said, what's up, Justin? How's the fishing been lately? Also, how's the water levels there? We're in serious need of rain here in Texas. Ponds and rivers are drying up. Well, the fishing here has been great lately since we come off the nest here, since the spawn's over. Water levels been pretty consistent. We've gotten some rain lately, but I went out to catch skipjack last night and water level was down a couple feet. But otherwise, this time of year, it's pretty consistent here. Well, thank you for that super chat, man. I hope y'all get some rain down there in Texas. Pappy James said, did you come here to Florida to fish? Yeah, I got some videos on my channel from the last couple of years. I go down there in the last couple of winters. Did some shark fishing, peacock bass fishing, got a sailfish 2 years ago. We keep getting dinkity-doo-dah taps here. They're chewing us up, y'all. We're going to get a solid hookup here in a minute. Art Vance in the house from Arizona. Early out there where he's at. Logan Jordan's taking a break. He just got to work. He's already taken a break to watch this live stream. Douglas Medlin says 9 months and 23 days. I don't know what he's talking about. 9 months and 23 days. If you're pregnant, Douglas, you better go ahead and pop that kid out. It's late. Keith, my man, Keith Hensley. What's up, Keith? He said, my wife told me she had a dream where me and you went fishing and we deserted her at the lake house where we put in. Keith, the better question to ask your wife is, why am I popping up in her dreams? Now that's a little Freudianism right there. You might want to ask her about that there, Keith. But you can tell she should have known she was in a dream, because ain't no way me and you can afford a lake house anywhere. That's for dang sure. Thank you for that super chat there, Keith. I appreciate that, man. He's going to have a talk with his wife when he gets home tonight. There's Mike Ladder with a 5-spot. He says, hey, good luck today. Thank you, Mike. Glad to have you in here, Mike. And a little tap right there. I'll show you what's tapping us. All them right there. They all over them baits. I don't know if all that's cats or not, but I've seen a lot of marks like that all morning long. And again, I was filming a regular video just upstream from here and caught a bunch of fish already this morning. I had a 30, 45-minute video filmed by 9 o'clock, so I was like, well, hell, I'm done with that, you know. I'll spend the rest of the morning out here for me, and then just decided to go live. I didn't have no other video coming out today, so. Let's see, Piglet Road Outdoors, good morning from, boy, we got a lot of Texas people. It's early out there in Texas, but they all up early watching. Glad to have you, Piglet Road. Bob Nicholson in the house. Mike Barron. That Fishing Channel. I don't know nothing about that kayak, That Fishing Channel. Right, Mako, never heard of it. I thought that might have hooked up. No such luck. Just trying to steal the baits. Let's see. Lost that fish caused me to lose my spot there. Let's see. Pappy James says he thinks he watched the Florida video. Yeah, you was one of the few, man. Them videos didn't perform well. They never do. Too much off-brand for me. Riptide Outdoors says, if you caught the world record channel cat, would you be mad? Probably. I don't know what the world record is, but I wouldn't even know I caught it because I don't even know what the world record is. Greg Lyons, he's been released from doctor care after shoulder surgery. I hope your physical therapy goes well, man. Hey, there's Becca. What's going on, Becca? We got a fish right there, Becca. We'll see if that one will stay hooked up. What do you think? You think it will? I don't think it will. No. This old dinkity doodah. I'm gonna pick up on it. No. I'll tell you what, let's do right quick though. Let's check that bait. He had a pretty hard takedown for his size there. He may have robbed us. I've had some rob me this morning. They'll steal you blind. You can't turn your back on. I think he may have got me he swam me over to another line. Bait's still on there at least. All right, I'm gonna rehook that thing. It's still in pretty good shape. I had just, right before I went live, which was 18 minutes ago, I switched everything up. I got everything refreshed. I loaded up on skipjack yesterday evening. So I got plenty for today and tomorrow. Well, these other rods, I think it's this rod up here is getting hit now. Boy, them dinks down there, man, they going to town. Negative. Just a dink tap. All right, let's see. Let's get back to the chat here. Let's see what I've missed. Y'all down there talking amongst yourselves while I'm dealing with these fish here. There's my man Ed from Oklahoma. Holy cow. He done hit me with a 50 spot right there. He says, hey bud, catch a whopper this morning under the Weldon hood like usual. Well, thank you so much, Ed. He's out there in Oklahoma, a longtime fan. Big time supporter. Glad to have you, Ed. Thanks for making me part of your day. He's got the Weldon hood on. Hell, he might even have a Kayak Catfish sticker on that Weldon hood. If he does, it's the best looking Weldon hood of all time. I can guarantee you that. Of course, a sticker might melt off. I don't know nothing about welding, but it might catch you on fire or something if you had a sticker on there. Maybe you don't want to put a sticker on the welding hood. That might be a bad idea. I might be catching your head on fire there, Ed. There's Russell Smith. He's a club member. Says, morning, Justin. Let's get a whopper for us Texas folks. Heck yeah. We got a lot of you Texas people in here today. Glad to have you, Russell. Joseph Hinkle said the whole family got COVID. Man, I hate to hear that. I hope you can get better. Shout out to his son Barrett. We got the Gingerbread Man's Truckin' Adventures. Now that's a channel name right there, folks. The Gingerbread Man's Truckin' Adventures. I like it. He says, he gave me a 5 spot there. He says, man, I drove by Nickajack a few weeks ago and would love to fish there. Absolutely beautiful area. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful place down there in the gorge, down there in the mountains. It's just beautiful country. Thank you for that super chat there. I actually think if the weather allows for it, I'm going to go back down there on Friday. Kayak Mike and Ryan Bortz are coming down, and they're going to be there all weekend. I'm going to go Friday. That and there, I believe, has got it, y'all. I believe that and there's got it. I'm going to dedicate this into my man Ed in Oklahoma that hit me with a 50 spot a minute ago. If we can get this thing in here. Hopefully this fish ain't got no problem with people from Oklahoma. Sometimes I tell these fish before I land them who they getting dedicated to, and they get all pissy about it and spit the hook before I can do it. Some of them's temperamental like that. And that, by gosh, he did. Fought him all the way up. He didn't feel very big, Ed. But by gosh, he didn't want nothing to do with you. I'm going to send that bait back down. They've chewed the hell out of it already. Doggone it, Ed, man, I had you on. Look right here, Ed. Look at that back rod back there. Is it on camera? Something was hitting it over there. Here Ed did. Hit me with $50. I'd like to get him one. Them fish don't care. Them fish don't give a crap, man. That rod ain't acting right. Let's just see what happens here in a second. That's another big head on that rod. I got heads on the left, skipjack heads, and midsections on the right. My body chunks over here are smaller baits. The head baits are a little, yeah, he let it go. Boy, they tearing us up, folks. Listen here. Let me turn the camera back around this way. We may have one hooked up on this one, but I don't think we want to catch it. We don't want to catch this one, Ed. Ed's gonna feel like he got gypped, man. He gave me $50 and he's about to get a 50-cent fish dedicated to him. This is like when you're a kid and you put in a quarter machine at the grocery store because you want a certain team's football helmet, and you get the Cleveland Browns helmet or something, you know. You feel gypped because you put in your quarters and all you got was a Cleveland Browns little miniature helmet. And ain't nobody likes the Cleveland Browns. Even Cleveland fans don't like the Cleveland Browns. Oh! Doggone fish. He's got my other line back here too, Ed. Your fish is causing problems. That may have been, this fish may have been what we was seeing on that other line over there since he's got it. There we go. Well, Ed, there's your 50-cent fish for the 50 spots you give me. Ed says he feels gypped. Ed says he ain't ever coming back to this program again. No, Ed's a good fella. He'll be back. He's a good dude. Y'all bear with me a minute here. I gotta get another bait put on there. I'm gonna leave the rest of the skipjack out too. Well, I don't have to get back in that cooler. Y'all just admire the top of my head there while I get this bait cut up. Them hats you see on top of my head, they're available at catfishsumo.com. Rumor has it they help you catch some fish. I don't know. Them statements haven't been verified by the FDA. But rumor has it the Kayak Catfish hat help you catch fish and make you a little bit taller in the bedroom. That's what they say. That's genuine customer testimonials right there saying that. But again, those statements not backed up by FDA approval. Down it goes. We get another bait down there. That's 2 fish landed on the live stream. I don't know how many bites now. They've been nipping. How long we been at this now? 26 minutes? All right. There's a couple deeper holes downstream. I'm 70 feet deep, by the way. For those of you tuned in now, and for those of you watching after the fact, I'm 70 feet deep. And there's a couple deeper holes downstream from me. But I've been catching them at 70 feet out here all morning. All right, I'm gonna have to get my sun. Look at all that up there, y'all. It's cloudy everywhere, and then I go live, and the sun pops out. I was like, it's cloudy today, it's cool, I'm not gonna have to worry about the phone overheating. It's a perfect time to go live, and here comes the sun. How far behind am I in the chat here? How far behind am I? There's the gingerbread man's comment, okay. Let me scroll on down here. There's my man Vivi Saldana, 1999. He's from West Texas. He shows up to every live stream. He says, good morning, buddy. Nice to see you again. I don't care who says what. You're my #1 fisherman, buddy. I'm here at Alcoa heading to Michigan. Heck yeah. He says, say hello to West Texas for me, please. Hammer down. That's my man Vivi. Thank you so much, Vivi. Shout out to West Texas. He's over there in Alcoa right now. That's about probably 45 minutes to an hour from where I'm fishing at today. You in my neck of the woods, Vivi. I hope you have a safe trip up there to Michigan. Oh, Vivi. There's Bill Coulter too. What's going on, Bill? There's my man Brian. Been a Catfish Club member for 2 months. He says, good morning, everyone. Justin, I haven't started the channel yet, so forgive the ignorant question, but what do you get from watch time? I think I think what Brian's asking is I had mentioned in my weekend video, Brian, this fish is interrupting our chat right here. I'm gonna get to your question in a second, Brian. I gotta reel in a fish here first. We got business to handle first here, Brian. We ain't got no business to handle, Brian. He let it go. This line up here is in this line. What the heck is going on here? I don't know what's happening here. I have no idea what's going on right now. I'm out of the loop. I think I got 2 lines wrapped up in each other or something here. I do. I'm missing a bait on this, Brian. I'm gonna get to your question in a second, Brian. We got stuff happening here. Lordy days. Tangles galore to start this live stream. Let me get another bait on here. These dinks are robbing us blind, man. We may end up moving, y'all. I don't know. I moved down just far enough from where I was at up there to get into 3 bars of cell service. We may have to move again. These dinks stay after us. Okay. Let me lower this back down. So Brian was asking about watch time as it relates to YouTube channels, and I had mentioned there on that video where I just kind of did raw footage and threw it out there over the weekend for my ultralight trip, that I would look at the view time. So average view time is something that YouTube looks at a lot, and it's something as a content creator you should be looking at too, because what you're going to learn by that stat is how long people are watching a video on average. If you put out for instance, that video there over the weekend was an hour long. Well, you know, if you pull that up and people only watching, say, 5 minutes of it, well, you know that concept, it ain't working. You know, it's not resonating with people. So you want your view time to be commensurate with you know, the length of the video. Now, most videos are usually 50 to 60% average watch time. You're going to have some people that watch the whole video, and you're going to have some people that click on for 30 seconds, and then they're like, oh, this sucks, and they click back off. Or you get people that just click on after the fact to go back and read the comments. Well, that still counts as a view, but it lowers your watch time. So ideally, you want about 50 to 60% on a normal video, which by normal I mean like 15 minutes or less. The longer the video, typically the less percentage of watch time you get, but then I start looking at minutes watched in that situation. So, you know, that video Sunday, the views on it were terrible. It was awful. It bombed. The click-through rate was god-awful. But the average view time was pretty damn good, and the feedback I got in the comments was pretty good, so it was kind of inconclusive. We'll call that video inconclusive. I may have to do another one to test out. But hopefully that answered your question there, Brian. Thanks for being a club member for so long. I think he'd been there 2 months now, he'd been a club member. Well, I'm way behind in the chat again, y'all. I'm going to scroll on down. There's Pontoon Jody. What's going on, Jody? There's Ed. He said probably a damn channel cat. You're probably right, Ed. It probably was. Got Robert there. A Riptide Outdoors says, are the hats Richardson hats? I don't know what probably not. I don't know what a Richardson hat is, Riptide. We got Palmetto Jinx, $1.99. He says, have a good trip, buddy. Good luck. Well, thank you, Palmetto. I appreciate it, man. We're going to have a good trip regardless. There's Becca. Man, Becca hit me with $111.11. Number one, she says, shaking pom-poms. He's got it all together. He's fighting for a fish, fishing with Mr. Justin. A big catfish is our wish. I'm butchering your poems. I always do, Becca, but I'm always happy to see them. She says, go, Mr. Justin, and to everybody here today, hugs and blessings, prayers, and much love. Thank you so much, Becca. Becca is one of the biggest supporters of not just my channel, but everybody in the YouTube fishing community. And she's on everybody. She's either moderating, hosting, donating. Good to have you back in here, Becca. I hope you're having a good day down there. I know last time I talked to you, you was getting ready to move. I don't know if you got moved yet or not. Hopefully, if you have, everything went well with it. Becca's awesome, y'all. Riptide says, use the dinks as baits. We may end up doing that before the day's over. There's Bud Brutus. Lord almighty, hell yeah. Bud Brutus in the house too with a 50 spot. Thank you, Bud. He says 4 rods down. That video was action-packed, just. Hey, Bud. That rod right there just went down too. Lord. Let's see if we can get this one to stay hooked up here. What do you think? I'm going to finish reading your comment in a minute here, Bud. Let's see if we can keep this fish, see if we can keep him on. Oh, Bud Brutus. He's another person that watches every live stream. He must have his notifications turned on or something. Listen here. This one here ain't gonna be no whopper, bud, but he's gonna be bigger than them other two, I believe. The wind's picked up a little bit too. It was calm when I got out here today. It's starting to get going a little bit. I didn't check a wind forecast. Oh, heck, I've lied. Bud, this fish ain't no bigger than them other ones. I must have just been pulling him in sideways or something. He's gonna give us the bait back at least. Let's spin that back around there. Goodness gracious, fish. What you done? What you done today, fish? This fish just ain't done nothing. He woke up. Oh no. He just threw that bait off right there. You fish. This fish is, you as bad as a channel cat. You know what? Open your mouth now. Don't want to open his mouth for nothing. There we go. Boy, this is an ornery fish right here. Well, Bud Brutus, I was reading your comment there while this fish hit, so we'll get that in there for Bud. He ain't, what was that? You had something to say to Bud? He's talking to you, Bud. I won't translate it though. Bud might be offended by that foul mouth you got, fish. Some of them fish down there, I don't know where they hear that kind of language at, but boy, they'll cuss me out. We'll get another piece on there. We're gonna do it again, y'all. I'm gonna finish reading your comment in a minute, Bud. I promise. I wouldn't lie to you, Bud. I only lie to women. All right. Trim this fin off this thing too. There we go. We got us another chunk ready to go down. Need a little better quality fish is what we need. Need one of them to come along. I got some decent fish out here today. I think the biggest fish I got was the last fish that I ended the regular video on. Went out with a bang on it. I've been doing pretty good. Right now, it's about any time you go fishing, there's a chance. I got a fish over here on this one that hit me over here, y'all. One that hit me over here too, Bud. The rod tip ain't right. It ain't got no weight on it. It should be a little bit of weight on it because the sinker down there. And he gone too. Daggone it. Them small fish need to leave us the heck alone. Quit playing games with us. Okay. Let me finish reading Bud's comment. I feel like I've been trying for 5 minutes now. I done lost it now. Where'd it go, Bud? Where'd your comment go? There it is. He says 4 rods down. That video was action-packed, Justin. The one that cut the line on the prop was also a gollywog. Yeah, that was it is exciting there, Bud. It's fun when all 4 rods go down, but when you get some better quality fish mixed in, it makes it a lot more exciting. That was an odd day, you know, because that video, I got them fishing my prop up there, and then I done a live stream after that, and I got all wrapped up in the prop end too, and I don't want to jinx it, but that rarely ever happens, and for it to happen twice in that day, it was something. I gotta wipe this handle off here. Bear with me, y'all. I got slime and water all over. Thank you again for that super chat there, bud. I feel like it took a half hour for me to get through your comment, but I sure appreciate you. Again, Bud tunes into every stream. I'm fairly confident he's got his notifications turned on. Riptide says he's watching all the way through any of my videos, no matter how long it is. Well, thank you, Riptide. Hey, some people like the longer videos. Michael Bryant says he watched that ultralight video twice. Heck yeah. See, he's helping my average view time right there. He's running it up for me. I appreciate that. There's Real Beast in the house. Northern View Outdoors, as I've noticed, I haven't gotten many comments on more recent stuff. Previous, they've been pretty constant. Guess I have to keep trying. I don't know if he's talking about me commenting or his videos. Random says any flatheads this year. I guess he ain't been watching lately. There's Captain Morgan. Says, how's it going there with a super sticker? Thank you so much, Captain Morgan. He's a local around here, heck of a fisherman. Hopefully he's been dominating. I ain't been keeping up with the Poland Creek tournaments, but hopefully you've been whooping the fire out of up there, Captain Morgan. I hope you have anyway. Thank you so much for that, man. I'm surprised I ain't seen you in a while, Morgan. It's been months. I'm trying to think. I guess it was over at Unisha the last time I seen you there back in the spring. I had another dink there. Captain Morgan, I hope you catching bigger fish than what that one right there was. That's old dinkity doodle there. Let me scroll on down. There was a... Well, look at that. Somehow or another, I just said good morning, Becca. But I didn't say good morning, Becca. But that's my name. I wonder if that's my mom logged in under my account or something. I bet my mom's under my account. I hope that's the case, or else I've been hacked. That wasn't me telling you good morning. I mean, I will tell you good morning, Becca, but that was not me on the screen doing that. I can only assume it's my mom. Okay, there it is. It says good morning, everyone. That's her under my name. Okay. She must have logged in under me or something. Boy, I thought I'd been hacked a second there. Them hackers, you know, they get everybody. I've been fortunate I ain't been hacked yet. The day's probably coming. Jalen Culp says, when are you going to Texas to catch alligator gar? I'm going to try to do it in November when I go down there on that buffalo trip. So I reached out to Catching Dinosaurs, Henry. He's been a long-time viewer of this channel, and I've been a big fan of his because he's awesome. He catches a bunch of big alligator gar, and he's really promoting the conservation of them, which I'm impressed with. And so I reached out to him, and I think I'm going to go fishing with him while I'm down there in Texas. But he said it's a bad time of the year to be fishing for alligator gar. So I don't know if we're going to do any good or not, but the plan is to try there in November when I go down after them buffalo. So hopefully we're going to get on some down there. Let me find that other one. I keep seeing my face pop up on there. There's the Gingerbread Man's Trucking Adventures. He says, super chat, dad joke time. Why don't they use holy water and vaccines? Because you can't take the Lord's name in vain. That's definitely a dad joke right there. Thank you for that super chat, though. Real Beast says he wants to see me get a shark again in Florida. Me too, man. That was a lot of fun. I'm wanting to go back down there and do it. I may still go down there with Elias. I think he's going to the Keys this winter. I don't know how long he's going down there for, but I may sneak down there with him and shack up with him, split some expenses and do some fishing down there. And if I do, you can bet I'm gonna be trying to catch some sharks. Well, Becca says she's moving shortly, getting down to the final stages. She says she's so ready. That's been a long time coming, Becca. I bet you are probably over it by now. You know what I'm over is these fish messing with this back rod here. I'd like to sore lip that thing so he'll leave it alone. He keeps hitting that daggone thing. We're going to jerk a knot in that head in a minute. There's Billy Daughtry, Catfish Club member. Good morning, sir. There's Lacey Gearhart. Watched the whole video the other day. Well, thank you. There's Riptide back with another $4.99. He says, I'll rival the dad joke. What do you call a cow with no milk? An utter disappointment. Thank you. I'll be here all day or until the boss comes back. That's funny. Thank you for that super chat, Riptide. I'm about to bust out the glasses here, y'all. That sun's going to do me in. Bear with me a second here. The sun has gotten through the clouds. I'm going to see if I can feel around in my bag here and get the non-polarized glasses so I can see the screen. One of my viewers, screen named Daniel, had given me them Costa glasses a while back, and I like them, but they polarized, and you can't see the screen. Well, I can't see nothing out these. These things are nasty. I gotta clean these off. But you can't see out your screen or read comments on the screen with the polarized glasses. So, well, them things are all. I've got these. I must have sat on these or something. These are all. We'll make do. I can't stare into that sun. We're gonna make do. I thought it was gonna be cloudy all day. Much better. Much better there. There's Anthony McCall serving us in Iraq, buddy. Thank you for your service. He's another fella that watches every video. I'm thankful for it. Chris Bell said, just bought me a Kayak Catfish hat and stickers for my boat. Heck yeah, thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, y'all, hats and vinyl decals available at catfishsumo.com. Code word kayak, 10% off your order. Everything on the site. Daniel's going to be so happy I plugged his business. Probably not. I should do it more. I'm a bad salesman, y'all. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible salesman. Ruger, he's in the house. He says those pesky Zoom meetings made me miss the first part of it. How's it? You ain't missed nothing, Ruger. We got, I think, 3 small dinks now in the first 48 minutes here. I was tearing them up before I went live, and I moved a little bit to get downstream here, getting some cell phone service, and ain't much been happening since. Ed says maybe your mom is trying to find you a new girlfriend. Maybe so. She's under my name on here. She might have me on a bunch of dating apps or something. Ain't no telling. Random said in summer and spring you catch a lot of alligator gar. That's what I've been told is summertime. Right now is the best time to be down there is what I've been told. This fish here, he says the best time to steal that bait's when I'm talking to y'all apparently. What do you think, fish? He may have got it then. He may have got it that time. I think he did. He got it. We're gonna reel another one in here. I don't think he's gonna be very big. He's a fighting like a Dickens though. Let me spin the camera here. This one ain't gonna put much of a bend in the golly whopper rod, but we'll at least spin the camera around. This bait's been hit enough times, I probably need to switch it out anyhow. Come on up here, fish. How many people we got watching this nonsense? 300 and something people. Heck yeah. Ain't bad for a Tuesday morning. Impromptu live stream. Don't matter what hour of the day, it seems like I got a few hundred people that'll log on and watch with me. Well, I think this one here is probably the biggest one of the live stream so far. That ain't saying much, but I think it probably is. I'll dedicate this one here to Becca. Oh, he splashed me right in the face, man. Becca hit me with that huge super chat earlier. Been a long time supporter of the channel. We're getting the bait back on that fish. It ain't much, Becca, but that's for you. Thank you so much for all your support. Glad to have you back in here today. Tell Becca, thank you, fish. Tell her. He ain't telling you nothing, Becca. Fish has got an ornery side to him. Splashed me in the face. Got my glasses. I just cleaned the glasses there before I stuck them on my head. He done got water all over them. Doggone fish. I got these glasses in bad shape. I've broke part of the side off on that one. I had bent these pieces all out. But you know what? They helped me block the sun and read the comment box there on the phone. So we're rolling with them. Okay. I'm going to send that same bait back down. I got all Carolina rigs on today, y'all. I had one stinger fly rig on the first part of this day when I was filming a regular video, and I'll be doggone if a fish didn't break me off. Took him a souvenir. I had meant to tie some up over the weekend. I did not. I completely forgot, so I got to put that on the to-do list. But we're rocking all Carolina rigs right now. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. I just dropped that bait back down and it just got bumped. Something hit it. Where'd that comment go? Okay, there I lost my spot. Clint McCoy said, do any of the lakes you fish have a thermocline? No, we typically get enough current flow here that we don't deal with much of a thermocline. The hottest part of summer, if we've got low flow in the bottom of the reservoir, sometimes we'll get a thermocline, but for the most part, it's not really a problem here. There's Ed back with another $9.99. He says maybe, oh, I just read his other comment. Well, thank you for that, Ed. I just read it up higher. I'm so far behind in the chat, Ed. Well, I just seen that you'd give me money for it too. Thank you so much, buddy. Levi said, wow, I had to say it again. Oh, Lorenzo said, sorry I had to leave early. Chemo pill kicking in. Well, I'm sorry you're dealing with that, Lorenzo. I hope you have a good day, man. I hope you get to feeling better. Riptide said, boss is back. He's out. We'll see you, buddy. Don't get in trouble over me now. Don't get you pink slipped today. Piglet Road said, you ever tried Edge eyewear? I'll send you a pair from my store. It's Texas 2A Mantic. I've never heard of them, actually. Piglet. Never even heard of them. I'd probably try them out, though. Thank you for that. Robert said he used to catch quite a few gar at Eagle Mountain, but no real size to them. I don't know where Eagle Mountain's at, Robert. David Orr with a Go Vols. Hell yeah, it's almost time, David. We're into August now. It's almost time for football again. We're getting there. Nicholas Carrillo says, you can't get a girlfriend. The catfish will be mad. Now, the key is you got to get a girlfriend that understands that you got to go fishing. I do my fishing in the mornings, weekdays, while the girlfriend's at work anyhow. She don't even know I'm fishing. She just knows I'm at work. Let's see. Oh, Daniel Duran has joined the club. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much for that, man. Glad to have you as a club member. Be sure, and this is good for the other club members too, in the community tab on my channel, there's a members only post and it's got a few discount codes. So the big one is Catfish Sumo. Everybody on my channel gets 10% off with code word kayak, but my channel members have their own code and you get 15% off everything site-wide. And then there's some other codes there for Mustad and whatnot too. So be sure to check that out. But thank you, Daniel, for joining the club, man. Glad to have you. Glad for you to join. Miziel Riva. I don't know how to say your name, but it's the first time they've ever watched a live stream. His son and I both love watching me. Thank you. Sorry I butchered your name. I'm terrible with names. My pronunciation is bottom of the barrel. Levi says, love these videos, live streams, all of them. When you go on bugle-nosed bass fishing again? Soon. I thought about maybe trying to go out this evening. I got an appointment at 2:30, and I don't know how long it's going to take. If I get back at a reasonable hour, I may try it this evening. James Wilmoth was asking the same thing about the carp fishing trip. Definitely soon. If I don't do it this evening, I'll be doing it this weekend. Look right here. That and there, I believe, hooked up. Well, I thought. He wanted to be hooked up, didn't he? He wanted to be, but he didn't get it. Another one of them dinks. There's Penny in Kentucky. What's going on, Penny? I hope you dry up there, Penny. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I believe that in there, that's on the head over there. Did he drop it? He dropped it. Dinks are tearing us up, man. They tearing us up. I kind of want to move, but I'm afraid we're going to lose service if I do. I got to fix this thing back. They have chewed on this thing. Well, that's awful. We're going to put this in on. Let's send that down. That and there's in better shape. They've chewed that thing up. I kind of want to move a little bit, but I'm fearful we're going to lose service if I do. Let's get this reset here. Okay. Spin that back around. Oh, lost my... Okay, there's Daniel's comment. Okay, there's where I left off. I mentioned Penny. 306 angling, so you should do an overnight fishing video. Buddy, I would. If I could get people to watch my night videos, I'd do them all the time. View time on them's garbage, though. They're terrible. Daniel said, thank you, Justin. It's an honor. Keep up the great work. Oh, the pleasure's mine, buddy. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you supporting the channel. ABC Pokemon hit me with $9.99. He says, love your videos. Thank you so much. I'm glad you watch them. Thanks for tuning into the live stream, too. Well, Becca said her personal best crappie's huge, 4.4 pounds. That's a huge crappie, Becca. Man, that's about double, probably my biggest crappie ever. Buckeye Bass in the house. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Levi. You have a good day, man. Oh, Penny's fighting a toothache, everybody. Said not raining yet, but more's coming. Can't pick beans in the mud. Well, I guess you could pick beans in the mud, but it wouldn't be very much fun. My garden I didn't plant one this year because I was feuding with my neighbors over there and couldn't get my fence put up in a reasonable time. But I let a couple tomato plants grow in my compost bin, you know, just seeds that were in there from last year that sprouted. There's a bunch of them, but I thinned them all out but 2. And them 2 tomato plants are living their best life, man. They are having a time of their life in that compost bin. They have sprawled out every which way. So I'll be getting me some tomatoes here soon. I was just watching that line back there. I thought something was going on with it. Aaron Lee said, Chunky's killing it with nighttime streams on TikTok. Majority of people that stream night fish on TikTok are growing their channel. Yeah, I went live on TikTok probably about a month or so ago. I made $1.85. So, you know, I got 100 and something thousand followers on there on TikTok. I've gotten a few million views total on them videos, and I think I've made right around $100 total for them few million views. The money just ain't there unless you do them battle things, which I think are stupid. I think them battles are, you know, more power to them if they're making money on it. But I'm more of a YouTube kind of guy where we can chat with each other, and people give me, if they give me a super chat, I see the super chat amount, not unicorns and hats and roses and all this other stupid stuff. Because TikTok takes YouTube takes a big cut too. But TikTok, I'd heard, was like 75% or something like that. I mean, it's a ridiculous amount. So I may try some more TikTok stuff, but at the end of the day, my personality type, I'm just not a TikToker. I just ain't cut out for it. Hey, my man John Van Buskirk has joined the club. Thank you so much, John, and thank you for that money you sent through PayPal too. I sent you a message there, an email the other day. I don't know if you got it, but thank you so much for that PayPal money too, man. I really appreciate you. John hit me up through that PayPal link down there in the video description, and he's a good man. I hope his wife don't find out about it, but he hooked me up. I'm very thankful for it, John. There's ABC Pokemon back with $19.99. He just hit me up a minute ago. He said, have you ever went saltwater fishing? Yeah, buddy, I got some videos on my channel there. I got a playlist down there of my Florida videos called Sailfish, Sharks. Been a good time. I like some saltwater fishing. Wish I could do it more often. Just a long drive to get down there. Thank you for that super chat though. Hey, there's Sandra. Florida Channel Catfishing. Sandra Hillary, $20. So let's get a super golly whopper. We're going to try, Sandra. What time is it, Sandra? You off work right now? You on your lunch break? Last summer, I was going live in the mornings while Sandra was still working, and I'd be done with the live before she got off. Thank you so much for that, Sandra. Sandra says TikTok's Chinese spyware. That's what Joe Rogan was saying the other day. I watched his little clip on that. I think all these apps we have are spying on us, though. Rebecca says, yes, sir, I've gotten a 4.4 and a 4.2. Them some big crappie in there. If I caught a 4-pound crappie, I'd probably just go ahead and retire from crappie fishing because I'd never top that. Daniel Duran said, Justin, have you ever caught a wiper? Yeah, we've got some hybrids here. We catch them. I get some hybrids on cut bait sometimes. I haven't gotten very many this year though. Warren Stocks usually turns the volume off during the battles. I just don't get the whole battle thing, you know, and I don't really get the super chat thing on there too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for all of you that want to support me with super chats. But at least with the super chat, It lights up my screen. I can acknowledge the person, you know, and they have something at least they can show their friends or family, you know, a video. With the TikToks, those battles, there's so much money coming in at once, nobody's really able to get acknowledged, and the videos are gone once it's over. So it's like, I don't understand it, but you know, to each their own, I guess. I just don't understand it. I'm too old. I have reached that age where I may be too old for new technology. It happens. It happens to everybody. I may have hit the age. I don't know. I'm going to be that old man yelling at clouds before it's said and done. There's Brokeback Bob. What's going on, Bob? He's telling people to hit the like button. I appreciate that. Austin McElvin said, do you have a favorite spot to fish? Wherever the fish are biting at, it's my favorite place. Could be anywhere on a particular day. There's John Van Buskirk. He says, he's been catching those big carp thanks to my advice. So is his lady. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the carp fishing, man. I think a lot more people would if they'd give it a try. I'm going to be going after some bigger carp this fall. I've been fishing in the creeks in these carp videos and stuff, and I like doing that because you get a lot of action. There's big carp. I mean, to me, a 10-pound carp is a dang good time, you know, and these creeks are full of them, and I can hide from people. I can get back in these creeks and be fishing by myself and get some peace and quiet and stuff. But the bigger carp is just like the bigger catfish. They're going to be out on the deeper water, on a deeper structure. And I'm planning this fall to hit some of those places and go after some bigger carp, but I'd like to ideally do it once we get some of these boaters off the water and stuff. And once our water level drops and I can pull the kayak up on the bank and be able to set up in some places. And I'm pretty excited about it. I think we're going to catch some big carp this fall. I think it's going to happen. And then I got that trip planned down to Texas there in November. I'm fishing 3 days with that buffalo guy down there. I'm going to learn how to target those, and I'm going to come back here and try to apply what I learned here, because we got a bunch of buffalo. I mean, I seen buffalo out here this morning, out here just out in the middle of the river channel, coming up, and you see them breach the surface and stuff. I have no idea how to target them, but I want to get better at it. And they were just another one of them fish. It's an untapped resource. Nobody fishes for buffalo here. The only people that get buffalo here are people that either catch them by accident or people that bow fish. And that's it. So they're an untapped resource. And I have to believe that we got some big ones up in here. So I'm excited about it. I'm more excited for the carp fishing than I am the cat fishing these days. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If that fish right there don't leave that bait alone, he's in for a bad time. We'll jerk a hole through his lip with that hook. I lost my spot there, John. Where was I at? Well, crap. I'm going to scroll on down. I lost my spot. Oh, here is Levi White with $5. Thank you, Levi. He says, have you ever fished Lake Watauga or South Holston? I have not. That's about, Watauga is about 2 hours northeast of me. And I've never fished it. I've had people tell me I should come up there, but I never have. Daniel Durant, so he usually catches them when he goes catfishing. They seem to like cat baits. Anthony Irwin said, do you have another Ohio trip planned? I do not. Yeah, Bambi ruined the last one, and I ain't had no plans to get back up there. Oh, outdoors for a change. Matt LeClaire, $112. Wow. He says, catch me a fish I struck out this morning. Man, thank you so much, Matt. Matt hit me up there in the bluegill video too on Sunday big time. Thank you so much, Matt. That's generous of you, buddy. Thank you. I hate that you struck out this morning, though. Hopefully your next trip will go better. Florida Channel Catfish and Sandra are going deep sea fishing this weekend. Have fun with that, Sandra. That sounds like a good time. I hope the winds ain't too bad. Jeff Ryan says, I got him carp fishing. Jimmy Stevenson, can you drift away from the dinks and keep serving? Let's try. You want to? Let's try. Let me come off. I'll just come off spotlight. Let me turn my map back on here. Yeah, I was doing a lot better upriver from here. And I'd move down until I hit 3 bars. But we ain't got nothing but dinks right here since I went live, which was air 10 minutes ago. So we'll drift on down a spell. We'll see. We'll work our way down here to the edge of this next hole if we don't get bit in the meantime. I'm right here. You probably can't see with the glare, but we're just drifting. We'll drift on down to about right here. Let's see. Bob Nicholson. So yeah, them carp do give up a really good fight on light tackle. I agree, man. They're one of the hardest fighting fish that we've got. The fishy boy says he don't know how he can catch these carp. He sees them everywhere, but they never bite. Corn, man. Corn is your friend when it comes to the carp. Small hooks and corn. Warren Stocks, he definitely likes the slower pace of YouTube chat. There's no offense to anyone, but he watches for the fishing, not the chat. Yeah? Yeah, that seems to be the case. A lot of people seem to like the realness of the live streams. My replays always do really good. Unfortunately, YouTube don't pay hardly anything for the live stream replays, but you know, a month goes by and they've all got 25, 50,000 views. So people like watching them after the fact. I just have to believe it's probably because of the real worldness of fishing. Everything on YouTube's kind of, I don't say it's fake, but it's highlights. You know, if I, like this morning's trip here that I filmed before I went live, you know, I had fished for 2 hours or so, a little over 2 hours, and the video won't be but 30 minutes long. You're just getting the highlights of the trip, you know. And so this kind of fishing here, it's more realistic. When you live, you seeing the good, you seeing the bad, everything in between, line tangles, boat wake, fish wanting to swim off with your bait here. I believe he's hooked. Let me get the camera up here in the mount here. Can I keep him hooked while I get the camera situated? We'll find out. Nope, I didn't. Boy, I was confident we was going to be just wearing fish out one after another. We're getting some bites, but they're all little peckerheads. We're just going to drift down to the edge of this hole here. Hopefully not buffer as we go down through here. See what's going on. I'm marking fish all the way down through there. I mean, there's small marks there. This is how dumb I am with technology, you know. So I got this live scope back I got it Black Friday, so November. So I've had it 9 months now. I just recently figured out how to get my live scope screen and my map card all on the display at once. It took me 9 months to figure that out. I didn't know it was possible, but it was. I'll tell you something else we're going to do here in a minute. Once we've drifted down here, I'm going to refresh all these baits because they've all been chewed up and nipped at, and we're going to spruce everything up when we get on down here. We'll leave what we got on while we on the move. We ain't got much farther to go till we get down there. We're going to freshen everything up. I got to scroll back up here. I lost my spot. Now, Robert said he caught a 30-pound buffalo at Pat Claiborne, and that was the fight of his life in Texas there. Oh, by gosh, Robert, I'm hoping to get some while I'm down there. That guide I'm going with, he catches 50, 60 pounders. Craig Hanley said, why'd you stop using the Old Town? I still got my Old Town pedal kayak. I stopped using the autopilot because people kept griping and complaining about the motor noise picking up on my microphone. It had that beeping sound all the time. So I sold it and got the motor here on the Hobie now. Fishy boy says, you ever thought of creek fishing for some catfish? Well, I catch some in the creeks. This time of year, though, it's hard to beat these main channel ledges. Jeff Ryan says, try ultralight rods on carp. Hell no, it'd take forever, man. Take too damn long. It takes a long time to reel them in on my heavier tackle. Hey, there's Kevin, Palmetto Cast. What's going on? He says, where's the fish? I was asking you the same thing, Kevin. They're over in South Carolina, I reckon. Penny says she liked the uncut video from the other day. I appreciate that, Penny. I got a lot of good feedback in the comments. There's only a couple people that griped and complained about it being too long, but they knew how long it was before they clicked on it, so I don't know why they clicked on it. Bunch of dumbasses, you know. But most of the comments were very positive, but the views were terrible and the click-through rate was terrible. And so I'll probably try another one maybe on a catfish trip, but kind of inconclusive with the results. Yeah, Travis says Del Hollow's known for the big carp. I've watched some videos from there. They do have some. They got some big mirror carp too out there. Brian says, watch out for the trot lines. Why, boy, ain't that the truth? That's all I need's a trot line on a live stream. I'd be offending everybody. Chad Clemens thought the 1 hour challenge was great. I appreciate that, Chad. I'm gonna get spun around here, y'all. Here, we'll set this up here in the camera mount. I'm gonna get spun around here and we're gonna get positioned and switch out our baits. And we're gonna see if we can't set here at the top of this hole. This hole drops down 93 feet here. We'll start out the top of it, sit a little while, and we may go down into that hole. Hopefully cell phone service will be okay. Hopefully we won't buffer. I've buffered so much during live streams in the past, I'm paranoid about it. I try to just spot lock on a place where I've got at least 3 bars. I've learned a lesson the hard way. Yeah, we're just gonna go right over here on the edge of this thing. Y'all, look at this right here. That rod was getting hit while we're trolling along here at 2 miles an hour. Something hit it. Something nipped me. That'd be something for the live stream, getting nailed on a piece of cut bait at 2 miles an hour. I'll show you on the graph here where I'm set up in just a minute as I get positioned here. I don't know if we'll do any good here or not, but it's worth a shot. I thought them fish I was catching this morning had probably come out of this hole and got active, you know, there at first light and moved up. And so I'd imagine, I have to believe that deep a hole, this is probably home for a lot of these fish down through here. There's something right here. We're gonna get all our lines snagged into here in a second. I'm about to get everything snagged up on this, y'all. I'm gonna gun it for a second. All right. All right. Well, I got lines going every which way. want to reel them up a little bit or I'm going to be all snagged up and on the bottom there when they hit. There's some debris and stuff. I don't know what's going on right here. This rod had got hit coming down through there. I got a fish on this, y'all. Sure as the world. I told you it got hit. What are the odds of that? I guess. I don't. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make it up. We're moving down through here 2 miles an hour. And I said that rod got hit and I'll be damned if I ain't got a fish on it. 2 miles an hour, hits a piece of cut bait. There he is. Boy, he choked that head too. Oh. Let's dedicate this in here to Sandra, Florida Channel Catfish, and it ain't no golly whopper, Sandra. Oh! It ain't no golly whopper, but we're gonna dedicate you one. I wish he'd calm down. I done have him unhooked. Give me that head back, fish. There we go. We got the head back. I'm gonna switch it out anyway. I should have let him have it. There you go. Long thing, long and skinny. That's what she said. Get out of here. Crazy old fish hitting that bait going that fast. So y'all, I'm gonna show you here on the graph and get all this water off my face, and we're gonna rebait. So I've made my way down. Hopefully you can see here with the glare, it's probably terrible. There's a deep hole right here, about 93 feet at the deepest. We're at the top edge here. Now I'm 59 feet. But right here on the top of this, you see all this? That's debris. That's logs and stuff that's drifted down river and got stuck right there. And I'm just gonna sit on top of it a little while. There could be fish down in that. Undoubtedly there'll be some relate to it. Maybe a flathead down in that, you never know. But we're gonna sit here on top of this for a little while. When you find something like that, right around a place where you expect fish to be living, it can oftentimes be gold. So we'll see what's up. We'll either catch fish or we won't ultimately, one way or the other. I didn't have no bait on that hook. That's part of the problem. We ain't catching nothing on it. I think this line here's, I got this line hung or something with the other one. Well, I'm in bad shape on these lines. This right here is why people like watching the live. I edit this crap out in a normal video. There we go. Must have got it free from this. Let's see. What am I hung in over here then? What am I hung in? Is it on my oh, it's on my live scope. I don't know what's going on here, y'all. Got a damn mess is what's going on. There we go. Okay. Bear with me a minute, y'all. We're gonna get some fresh baits on. Lord, good gosh, now I got this one wrapped up with the other front line. I'm a professional, folks. I'm a professional. You can't make this stuff up. It's gonna happen. It happens anyway, but you can bet it's gonna happen when you're live for sure. Fortunately, I ain't good at a lot of things, but I'm pretty good at picking out tangles. I've developed a skill for it. If there's ever a professional championship league of picking out tangles, I'm probably going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm that good at it. Now, I think we're about ready to put some baits on. I bet I lost half the audience through all that. I probably did. I can't even see the screen. Okay. Let's get us some baits ready. We're gonna put 2 fresh heads and 2 fresh chunks. Get hold of it there. Fortunately, the skipjack have been biting pretty good lately. So I've been keeping myself plenty of bait. That's all I got with me today, so I'm glad they eating it, but it ain't never a bad time to use skipjack. Oh. Y'all just stared at my head while I'm cutting up this bait, but I guess there's worse things to look at. You walk through Walmart, you're gonna see far worse things. I had to go to Walmart the other day. I try to avoid that place as much as possible. I try to avoid going anywhere with people as much as possible. I like individuals, but people as a whole, not so much. Hopefully, we're sitting right on top of this debris down here. Hopefully, we're not going to get all hung up on it. I dropped these baits down. That will be a bad time if we get all 4 rods hung in this tree or whatever it is. I'm going to mark me a little waypoint on that too. I may hit that again at some point. All right, there's one reset. Y'all just talk amongst yourselves up there in the chat box. I'll be back with you here shortly. Next. Yeah, that right there, man, it looks good. It's just positioned perfectly. Out on the top edge of that hole. So you watch and see. We'll sit here and not catch a daggone thing on it. Next. Boy, something splashed right back there. I don't know if you saw it or not. May have been one of them carp or buffalo. Last rod getting baited, and then we're going to be reset again. Oh, the slime on there, goodness. Yeah, Lord Almighty, I still got a bunch of people in the chat box there. They watching me rebait lines. Okay. Well, it took a little while. We repositioned. We're rebaited. And I think we're ready for another fish. I am anyway. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready for another. Okay, let's see. See how far behind I am in the chat now. I was a long ways behind before. Scroll up. Somebody hit me up with, oh, it was Kevin, Palmetto Cats. He says, bling, bling, big spender, $1.99. Well, thank you, Kevin. I hope you're still in the chat box. He left me that super chat there a while ago, and I was way behind there. Thank you so much, Kevin. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you tuning in. J.S. Lewis likes the longer videos. Thank you. I'm going to scroll on down, y'all. I'm trying to get caught up on this chat here. Becca says, long and skinny, you kill me. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got behind when we moved here. Different spot. I'm going to scroll on down to the bottom here. That way, because a lot of these people, it's comment, probably done clicked off the video here. Russell Smith's got a good question. He says, watched all your dragging videos and was wondering if it's only a certain time of year to do it. You can drag any time of year. That's a 12-month-a-year technique. It's just not my favorite technique to use, so I don't do it very often. I love suspending baits like I'm doing today. That's kind of my go-to. It's just more fun to catch fish this way. When you're dragging, you oftentimes got long amounts of line out, and you know, the guys in boats and stuff running planer boards, it's the least fun way to catch fish in my opinion. So I don't do it very often, but no, you can do it year-round. Ain't never a bad time to drag. Sorry, y'all. Boy, there was a bunch of comments while I was indisposed. There's Havoc Master, $5. Thank you, Havoc Master. He says, I feel stupid giving you this. They're killing me in the super chat stream of this. But just wanted to say I really dig your variety lately. Nice. Well, thank you, Havoc Master. I appreciate people like Havoc Master who appreciates the variety. I appreciate the appreciators. Because some people, if it ain't a catfish video, they just want to complain, and nobody likes a complainer. So I like people like Havoc Master. And thank you for your super chat there, buddy. Corey Goodwin was asking about Daphne as the new dog of the house. We have our good days and our bad, Corey. We had a couple good days. She's behaved well. No issues. And then yesterday, I cleaned out some skipjack that I had left in my cooler for a few days. Forgot about it. Realized I hadn't thrown it out. You've had it happen. You know how it is. Smell like death. And so I got that new fence that I just had put up. And there was the other fence behind it, the prison fence in my house, for those of you that seen the blog videos and stuff. And I thought, you know, I hate them neighbors and stuff. And they don't control the kudzu. It's growing through the crevices in my fence and stuff. I'm like, you know, I hate these people. And so I was going to throw them skipjack in between the fence there. So that way they can, since they living in their trailer house or the RV right there next to the fence, they can deal with it. Anyway, I'm throwing them back there. And I was like, you know, that dog's going to get back here and get these skipjack out. So I only put 2 back there. Well, a little while later, lo and behold, the dog has got the skipjack out, playing with them there. Nasty as all get out. I mean, these things are rotted. I mean, they've been in the cooler for a few days. The ice is all melted. They're rotted. So I get them from the dog. I had taken the rest of the skipjack that I threw out, and I dumped them over the fence on down, farther on down on the property. Well, the kudzu's taken over that fence, you know, and I guess when I dumped them over, the skipjack played like the Plinko game on Price is Right and fell down by the fence instead of over where I had kind of tossed them. So Daphne the dog decides she can get her head through the fence to get those skipjack. And so she was just playing in dead nasty bait all afternoon. She ended up getting her ass busted for it. But we have our good days, and when I can keep her out of stuff and keep her from peeing and pooping in the house, we get along. But there are times when she really tests my patience. But overall, though, she's been a pretty good dog. I like her pretty good. She ain't no Roscoe, but she keeps growing on me. Brian hit me up with $20. Brian, thank you so much. He said, Justin, my son likes watching you too. If you love it, if you could say hello to Stephen. Absolutely. Stephen, shout out to you, buddy. Hope he's still watching. Took me a while to get to that comment. Thank you so much. You're a good man, Brian. I appreciate you letting Stephen watch. Thank you for that super chat. Art Vance wants a shout out for Andy, who's 8 years old. Absolutely. There you go. Shout out to Andy. Thank you for watching, buddy. Bill Coulter says, hey, Justin, head to North Carolina and saltwater fish with Elias. I would like to do that, Bill. We're going to make that happen at some point. That is definitely going to happen. I don't know if it'll happen in North Carolina or Florida, but him and I are definitely going to do some saltwater fishing together. Ryan Spangler says he loves the ultralight videos. I'm glad you like them. Bob Nicholson says, how can you catch fish with an umbrella? Well, if it started raining like there was a chance to earlier, I'd put that umbrella up and catch them. But otherwise, I ain't sitting out in no rain. I'm too big a pansy for that. Michael Jr., there's your shout out. Danimals Creations and Adventures. You think Walmart's bad? Try any one of the 5 in Springfield, Missouri. Well, I won't comment on them Missouri people. Some of them watch my videos. Steve Looney says, I might get wet. It's been cloudy, but so far radar has been nice to me. Philip Yancey, he enjoyed the big catch yesterday, taking the bait on live scope. I like catching them in the act on that live scope. I like it a lot better now that I can have my map card and the live scope on at the same time. That's real helpful if I'm drifting or trolling. So that rod right there is getting hit again. But there before I thought I could only have one or the other. I don't know what all this is. I don't know what all that is, but it looks good. And all that debris there. I'm gonna spin the live scope around. We'll see if we can get a better look at it there, maybe. Yeah, there's all kinds of gnarly stuff there. We'll give this spot a little while. And then if we don't get anything here, we're gonna drift down and we'll just drop down into this hole. See what's going on down in there. There's Michael Daughtry. Thank you for tuning in, Michael. Dean Murphy's watching from Ohio. We won't hold it against him. Kentucky Fish Slayer says, we like watching you because you're real, no BS in your videos. That's great to see this day and age. Well, I try to keep it pretty real. I try. I like catching fish. There's some people out there like me that likes catching fish and don't want all the stupid shenanigans and stuff that go on. The problem is them stupid shenanigan videos, this is what gets the views. Nobody clicks on the real fishing videos. Gotta clickbait the hell out of any title I put out to get watches on it. No, straight ripping, I ain't never fished Kerr Lake. Hopefully someday. Jeff Ryan said he'd like to see me and Mark Cooper do another trip together. Yeah, Mark's doing real well in his channel, Top Knox Fishing. He's had a lot of success this year. He caught him a sturgeon the other day. Daniel Duran says we need to get you here in Colorado. We have a lake in the east that has some monster blues. Reports they've been over 30 pounds. Well, you know, it's funny you say that, Daniel, because the other Daniel I know, Daniel, owner of Catfish Sumo, he's from Colorado originally. And he was talking to me earlier this year about trying to go to Colorado and take what he has learned since he's been living in Tennessee back out there and see what he could do. I think it was Pueblo Reservoir, maybe. That's jumping in my head. That could be a lie, but I'm wanting to say it was Pueblo Reservoir. But yeah, he's wanting to go out there and do that, and I don't know when or if that trip will officially happen, but it's definitely been talked about. There's Alex from Oregon. Heck yeah. Watching from a long ways away. Cody Reese said you got your own signature rods. It would be awesome for you to come out with your own fishing line just for catfishing with a picture of a big, mean-looking catfish on the spool. Well, Catfish Sumo, it won't be my signature line or anything, but Catfish Sumo's coming out with some line here pretty soon. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not. I may get in trouble for that. I don't know. Well, it's out now. Be on the lookout. There's some line coming. I think it's in production now. Oh, Becca says, shaking pom-poms, all supporters in this chat, reach right up and grab your hats. Now tip them down and put them back on. Grab y'all's reels and cheer Justin on. Go, Mr. Justin. Thank you. Thank you, Becca. Becca was a cheerleader back in the day, y'all. I don't know if y'all could tell. Pamela Inselman says, hi, Justin. I love your videos. I watch them all the way through. I can't fish anymore myself, so I watch you tight lines and get you a golly whopper. Well, thank you, Pamela. I'm glad you like the videos. Straight Rippin' says, love the content. Trophy Seeker Outdoors says, everybody wants drama titles and thumbnails. Yeah. A lot of people complain about like clickbait titles and thumbnails, but ultimately the reason people use them is because they get clicked. So that's why it gets used. Fishy Boy says, people in Colorado catfish. I don't think they do. I don't think many of them do. I don't think it's real big out there. Grayson's watching from school. There's my man, Jimmy Edwards. $20 super sticker. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Jimmy catches some big fish, y'all. He's all time posting on my Facebook there and big fish he catches. Thank you for that, Jimmy. Steve Looney said, it looks like cats are coming off the spawn. Yeah, we're done with the spawn here. The bite's been back on. Mac72 Harley's is a new subscriber. Good, clean content. Thank you. No, I ain't fished up there on Cumberland. I need to. Hey, we'll see you, Bob. Thanks for tuning in. Tony Jessen said Yellowstone's getting ready to blow. They've been calling for that for years, Tony. You think it'll happen in our lifetime? Mark Reeves says, what tournament did you miss in Ohio this summer? Kayak Mike runs the online catfishing tournaments, and they have an in-person trail in Ohio. And so I was going to go up to their Hoover event, and that's when I had to when I smashed that deer with the car. So that messed me up from going up there. But they have a once-a-month in-person event up there in Ohio. Absolutely, Jimmy. Phyllis, there's your shout out. I hope you and Jimmy have a great day. Anthony said my microphone changed mid-sentence. Yeah, I might be buffering down here. I'd like to go sturgeon fishing, Fishy Boy. I'd like to go fishing away from these idiots. There's 2 boats on the water today. Me, and these tubers. And they're gonna come over here by us. 2 people out here, 2. They're gonna do that crap right here. Yeah, I hate people. Oh, right here, I like fish though. Oh. Well, at least there's a bite here on this spot. The further I've moved down through here, the worse I've done. I filmed a regular video upstream of here and wore them out this morning. And I moved down to get some cell phone service. And we got a few there earlier on in the stream, I think 3 or 4 small fish. And we moved down a little further a little while ago to get away from them, and not much happening since. I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's give, it's 11:03. Let's give it to like 11:10. 7 more minutes right here at the top of this hole. And I'm gonna come off spot lock. I wanted to put some baits on whatever that was right there. Whatever all this debris is, I wanted to put some baits on. We'll give it a few more minutes and then we're gonna drop on down into this hole and just see what's going on. Curiosity is gonna get the best of me if we don't try it out. But we'll see what's going on up here at the top edge first, if anything. We just gotta soak in baits, y'all. That's what it takes. You just gotta have baits down there. Eventually, something's gonna bite it. Let's see. I lost whatever that green thing was popped up. I lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. It was Jimmy Edward. He's been a member for 10 months now. Thank you for supporting me so long, Jimmy. Jimmy's been a long-time supporter. I like all my club members. Adam Polk's got a good question. He says, will you use those stinger flies when bank fishing? I will not. When you bank fishing and you casting your baits out, them stinger flies just gonna be down there on bottom. They're really of no use. Now, where the stinger flies are helpful is what I'm doing right now. I'm suspending, because a stinger fly is dangling right there under the bait. And so when you got current, or I'm moving around the kayak or boat wakes rocking me, that fly is like a small bait fish just sitting there, just wiggling under that bait. And it gets you some extra bites. This morning before I went live, I had a double. Y'all see that in the upcoming video where I got one on the hook and one on the stinger. I had 2 fish on at the same time. But that kind of thing helps you. But from when you just casting baits out, whether it be from the bank or if I was anchored down in the kayak and casting baits out on bottom here, stinger fly would be just something that's going to get hung. It would be of no use. Jeff Gerald says it's illegal to target sturgeon in Tennessee. Well, it may be. I know catfishermen catch them by accident sometimes, but I ain't never caught one. The animal says I need to go to Idaho for them. I've heard Idaho and Oregon's pretty good for the sturgeon. Another one getting tapped right there. Brian Randolph says, hey, Justin, I applaud your format of pursuing different species of fish. Each species brings its own character to the game, whether it be a dogged run aerial displays or tight little circles. Well, thank you, Brian. I'm glad you like the multi-species. Oh, Dean Murphy's put the clock on me, man. You got 10 minutes. He's got to get back to work. Dean? Well, shoot, I thought we was going to get one right then, Dean. I almost had you one right there, Dean. Robert Watkins just hit me with $10. No comment with it. Give me a comment there, Robert. Thank you for the super chat. I'd have read it off there. Mike Miner says mic check. Y'all having trouble hearing me? I got good battery, it says. Maybe If I got microphone issues, it's probably cell phone service issues, truth be told. Everybody's saying it sound good. It may just be on his end. Anger management, buddy. Good luck today, man. Hope you get on them. Right here. Look right here. Here, I'm gonna put this up here in the camera. I think we got one. Yeah, we got one on finally. I hope he don't get me down. We're right on top of that debris down there. I hope he don't get me down into it. That's gonna be the risk if one of these takes a rod over hard. They're gonna run us right into that mess. But the nice thing about suspending baits is that we can get right on top of that, whatever that is down there, and just put baits right on it. Something's after this rod too. I don't know if it's a dink or what. At least we got another solid hookup. It's been a while. Old Dean Murphy put me on a clock, buddy. He had to get back to work. And we made it happen. The pressure was on, and I got one. Come here, fish. Oh. You could do without all that splashing now. Who hit me up there last? It was Robert. What was Robert's last name again? There it is. Robert Watkins. I'm gonna dedicate this one to you, buddy. Oh, no. Oh, quit it. Oh, Robert. He ain't no monster, but he's got an attitude like one. Thank you. Thank you for that super chat there, Robert. Appreciate you supporting me. Oh. Boy, he's wound up, buddy. Oh, Lord. Robert, your fish here, it's wound tighter than a Georgia pine, buddy. Get on out of here. He gone. Glad he's gone too before he does any more damage. I'm gonna pick up on this one as my glasses about fall off my head. Yeah, we did have one on this one too. It was doubled. I knew that line was swimming backwards there. It didn't look right. Turn that back around. Well, we found two fish in this mess. I may say it's 11:10. I was going to slide on back that hole. Top of this thing just a little bit long, since we just got these two fish, and see what's up. And then still going to end up drifting back down into that hole. I just want to see what's down there. This here little. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if he's still watching, but Matt LeClaire, Outdoors for a Change, I need to dedicate him a fish. He hit me with a huge super chat earlier. And he hit me up on the ultralight video. He hit me with a super chat. I need to dedicate a fish to him. Oh. Fish. I guess this fish here, he didn't want to be dedicated to Matt. This fish don't like you for some reason, Matt. I don't know what the hell you've done to him. But this fish said he was trying to get away to keep from getting dedicated to you. I oughtn't to even dedicate you to him, fish, because he can hit me up with a big super chat early. He needs a bigger fish than you. Okay, he's mouthing all kinds of stuff. He's like, don't read my lips, because you're gonna get an eyeful. All right, he gone. Well, let's stick us some more. Both of those were body chunks that went down, so let's do a couple more. Y'all just stare at the top of my head a minute while I get baited up again. There we set here a little. I know I said 11:10, but then we got bit. So we're gonna sit here a little while longer. And then we'll slide on down and hit that 90 foot. I ain't been fishing that deep lately. I've been catching them 50 to 70 feet deep's where I've been getting them at lately. But when I go down to, assuming I get to go to Chattanooga this Friday, yeah, we'll see on the weather. We'll see. I ain't gonna go down there and pouring down rain or nothing, but if I do go down there, I'll be fishing 100 plus feet deep. Nickajack down there though, that's just it's a different animal. Down there, them fish are super deep. Every time I've been down there, I've caught them super deep, regardless of time of year. My glasses keep wanting to fall off my head, y'all. I got that half broke part right there. We're making them work though. If that sun may go behind the cloud, I won't need these things. All right, last bait here. We'll be reset again. Down it goes. We're almost back in business, y'all. I think them tubers or whatever the hell boat you call that, ski boat or whatever, they've made their way on down. I hope they stay down there too. Okay. Let's give it a few more minutes up here. Let's give it like 5 more minutes on this, and then we're gonna slide down into that hole. Let me scroll up and find Robert's comment. I think that's where I left off at there. Yeah. Willis Kopp said he's waiting for a double on the head bait and the stinger and both being golly. Well, boy, you and me both. It's gonna happen at some point, Willis. I'm willing to bet money it will happen at some point. Robert Watkins said, just want you to catch a big flatty. Me too. I got 2 flatheads this morning in my other video there before I went live. But they both bit pretty early on right there at sunrise. Frank Ribble, he has a good question. He said, have you caught any other species besides catfish with the stinger fly? I have not, Frank, and that's been the biggest surprise of all. I thought, when I first put them on, you know, Dewey had told me I'm gonna catch catfish and catch some big ones on them flies. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. But I thought I'd catch things like stripers and drum, and I haven't caught any. It's been all cats. There haven't been any bycatches thus far. That's been the biggest surprise with them flies. TF Davies watching it work. He gonna get himself fired. Jim Hughes says, seems like the audio switched from your microphone to the phones. Well, heck. Well, I'll tell you what then. Let's just, let's try. I got another fish on right here, y'all. Hopefully you can hear me. I unplugged my microphone. We just on the phone mic now. I ain't got time to ask people if y'all can hear me or not, because I got to reel in a fish. Got big things happening here, y'all. Big things happening. Okay. James Carwell just said it sounds good. We'll just go with the phone mic then. I don't know what's up. My regular microphone says I got battery left, but who knows. Come on up here, fishy. May have to sit here a while longer now, y'all. I said I was gonna give a few more minutes. Now we got another fish here. Yes, here's another larger dink, smaller fun sizer. We got a real shot at getting the bait back here too. I just put that bait on, so I know it's still good, as long as he don't fling it off. He's trying his darndest. Get up in here. Get up in here before you ruin that bait. Yo fish. Yo fish you. Let me scroll up there. Let's dedicate one to James Shuey here. He's been a member for a hot minute. Always positive and optimistic in the chat box. And I've tried dedicating fish to him before, and they kept popping the hook, you know, in other live streams because they didn't want to be dedicated to James. James Shuey, there you go, buddy. Oh, he's a larger dink there, but you know what? He's a fish. He's a bite. We had gone a pretty good stretch there without getting a bite, so kind of happy to have him. Fix this bait back on here. Actually, I don't even think I need to fix it. I think it's good to, well, I may go ahead and rehook it. That'd probably be the responsible thing to do. All right, well, let's do that again. Let's just drop another one right down here. Those of you just tuning in, we've made our way downriver here. We're at the top of a deep hole. I'm 59 feet. The hole drops down. It's not a very big hole, but it's deep. It drops down to 90 plus. And there's some debris that has settled right here on the top edge of this thing. Looks like some trees or something. And so we're just sitting here catching some fish on this stuff. All right. Now James had said, good luck, Justin. I hope you catch a few golly whoppers. Got to go take care of my two best friends. Are not fit. Well, heck far. We just dedicated him a fish and he didn't even see it. Oh, well. Hiking Mike's has had to get off Facebook Catfish Forum. Sick of the inbreds. I tell you, I don't get on any of them groups, man. I'm in a few kayak groups on Facebook, basically just so I can, if I have a question about a kayak or something or whatever, but I don't interact with nobody in no Facebook groups. It's a cesspool, man. I hate Facebook. If it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have Facebook. I wouldn't have Instagram. I for damn sure wouldn't have TikTok. I will have a fish right here, though. Well, I thought we was gonna have one. Now, you may still have it. Let's set this back. We're gonna find somebody else dedicated fish to here. Yeah, he's on there. Got another one. Boy, we sat here a minute and didn't really have much happening, and now that's gonna be four. Look right here. Here goes another one. We got some fish moving through here all of a sudden. I don't think that hooked up. Listen, in my hand's still on. He ain't gonna be very big. Get up here, fish. No, he threw the bait off. And this one here just had to throw the bait off. There goes the tubers back by. Up and down. Get over here, fish. You're gonna come in the kayak, you're gonna behave and act like somebody. No, you ain't neither, apparently. Oh, This old fish, a ornery thing. Oh, hell far. This damn tuber. Okay, they turned again. I hate tubers. I hate wakeboarders. I hate them Miami Vice boats. I pretty much hate anybody that's on the water with me. let Let me find somebody to shout this fish out to. I'm gonna find somebody on here. It's either a channel member or a longtime viewer. You know, I'm gonna dedicate this one to Willis Cop, because by gosh, Willis Cop's been with me a long time viewer, and I'm glad to have him. See you later, fish. Willis Cop, I don't know if you're still watching, but if you are, that one's for you. I got another in here hitting behind me. I'm gonna get this one baited right quick while that one decides if he wants to eat that bait or not. Suddenly, we own some fish here. I don't know if these fish have come out of this hole and come up, you know, with our scent going down, or if they've just possibly just wandered through. I don't know. Either way though, we're getting bit. What time is it? It's 11:30. We're gonna fish, we're gonna drop down at some point though, whether I'm getting bit here or not. We're gonna slide off into this 90 plus feet here at some point. I just wanna know what's going on down there. Okay, I think we're about back in business now. Glasses falling off my head. I hope them tubers, buddy, I hope they get on. It's a Tuesday morning. You'd think we'd have this place to ourselves out here. Kids should be back in school. All that, but no. Anyway, let's see what we got going on here in the chat box. What all did I miss? What all did I miss? Fishing from scratches. I need to use trout for bait. I need some. I need me some trout. I'd use them. There's Haz Life. What's going on, Haz? Sweet doggy. There's Skull Rush. Art, 1 Ton Fishing Club. 306 Angling. So you've been a subscriber for 2 years now. Thank you, buddy. My mom saying got a lot of static on the phone. I ain't no telling. Some people said the microphone was fine. Some of them said it wasn't. I unplugged my microphone. We just on the phone mic now. It might be some wind noise. Hey, we'll see you. We'll see you later, Daniel. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining the club today. There's Paul Boyd. What's going on, Paul? We'll see you later, Levi. Catch you some big ones today, buddy. Oh, Warren, I didn't see that. Mud Motors ran over Palmetto's line. I bet he is pissed. He probably prayed for him afterwards, though. That's the kind of guy Kevin is. He can't get mad for long. He's got to pray for somebody. People piss me off. I wish evil on them. I ain't as good a person as Kevin is. I wish all kinds of bad stuff on them. There's Mark, catfish and crappie in the house. Darren Kim said he had a Hobie passport. Because of my videos, he got a PA-12 best decision ever. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, the PA Pro Angler, that's a big upgrade over the passport. Matthew Frace, there's the Miami Vice hater. You damn right. Don Johnson's okay, but them Miami Vice boats, not so much. Doing whatever, so when you gonna leave us YouTube folks for TikTok like the rest of them? I ain't going nowhere. I don't like TikTok. I may get on there some, but I don't like it. I'm fine right here on the YouTube. Warren Edwards says, I don't know how much money you make off of YouTube. Don't think it matters. You seem like the happiest guy ever. Been a subscriber a long time. Thanks for taking me along on your adventure. Well, thank you, Warren. Oh, I promise you the money does matter, but I make enough to not have to work my regular job, which makes me happy. I like just being able to wake up every day and think to myself, what do I want to do today? What's going to make me the happiest today? And go do that. And if you can spend the bulk of your days doing that, whatever that is, whatever's going to make you the happiest that day, then you live a pretty damn good life. And so that's what I try to do. So there you go. There's my life lesson for the day. We'll see you later, 306 Angling. Fishing from scratch, yeah, I think we'll get Elias back out at some point. He had a pretty good time, and his views, you know, he kind of has the same problems I do. If I go saltwater fishing, nobody will watch the saltwater videos because it's off-brand. And he has the same problem in reverse. If he comes over here go freshwater fishing, nobody will watch the videos because it's off-brand for him. But some of his catfishing videos there that he had made when he was fishing with me, they started to kind of take off after the fact and started getting some extra views. So I think it worked out for him. I think it's going to be worthwhile for him to come do some more of that in the future. So I'm hoping to get him back over here at some point. There's Brian back with another $20. He said, one more time, Justin. Steven's 5-year-old little sister got jealous. Can you please say hello to Madeline, please, sir? Absolutely. Madeline, I love your name. You have an awesome name. Madeline's one of the best girl names ever. So shout out to Madeline. Thanks for Madeline, thanks for talking your dad into giving me another $20. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that, Brian. James Cardwell says he's glad I like YouTube. He can't stand TikTok either. Yeah, they definitely got their own audiences, you know. People that like TikTok don't like YouTube as much, and vice versa. YouTube was trying to do the YouTube Shorts there. They were really pushing it for a while, trying to compete with TikTok, but then I saw where their algorithm got all messed up. The people were scrolling through their shorts, and the algorithm started thinking that those people only like shorter videos, and it messed everything up. So they had to disconnect the YouTube Shorts algorithm from the main YouTube algorithm. And so now I don't really see a reason to do YouTube Shorts. If you can't use Shorts to get people to your main channel, and if you don't make squat on YouTube Shorts, which you don't, it's about like TikTok. You don't really make anything. It's like, what the hell's the point of doing it? So I don't do YouTube Shorts. I haven't posted anything to TikTok in a month or so, probably. I'm not real active on there. Again, I try not to get on it very often. It shows me a lot of half-naked dancing girls, which I like, but if I get on there, I'll spend an hour on there, and that's bad for business. I got stuff I got to do. JP Dutoit from South Africa. He's hit me up with 140 of whatever his currency is that I can't remember. South African money. I appreciate it, my man. He's watching from the other side of the world. He says, winter, it's even winter over there. Winter greetings from South Africa. How about a 10 species in 1 day challenge? 10 might be tough, unless I can count various species of sunfish. I might could do it though sometime. That sounds fun, Jay. I'd have to do it with an ultralight rod, but we might could do it. Thank you so much for watching from all the way around the globe in South Africa. You're a good man, JP. There's Wormy. Kendall Tolbert says, I have a TikTok video where you were talking in the background. No, Rondell, I don't ever use no beef liver. Hey, thank you, Bart Fraser. I'm glad you find the videos helpful. Well, there's another one from South Africa. Hans Vermaak. Okay. We got some South Africans in here today. Wintertime over there. Steve said he liked the saltwater video. Steve, I got hit right then. One of them fish hit me on one of these rods. I felt it. Got Chris Bender caught me on a live. Glad to have you. Warren Edwards says, my wife's going through nursing school. Any advice? Well, best advice I could give her, Warren, is just kiss your life goodbye for a couple years, however long she's got left. She's going to be all consumed with care plans and studying for the duration of her program there. So bear with her. She'll be stressed at times, but she'll get through it. Getting through the schooling's far worse than the job, or far more difficult than the job. Some of them nursing school instructors that I had, you know, I feel like they try to make things more difficult than it has to be. They're trying to justify their existence, you know, and you waste all this time doing care plans, and you know how many care plans your wife's going to do when she gets out of school? 0. I graduated LPN school 2004. I was an LPN from 2004 to 2009. I graduated, became an RN, and worked as an RN ER from 2009 up until I quit to do YouTube. Never done not one care plan. They make a huge ass deal in nursing school about the care plans. You'll never see one again. It's just, and college people trying to justify their existence, that's all. Anyway, you'll get me on a rant. Lord, he asked a simple question. I'm gonna get on a rant. I'll be bashing the whole healthcare system here in a minute. The Animals Creation says, my first short got 70,000 views in less than a week. Lord, the animal right here, we had a decent takedown here. Let me put this up here. I tried to put it in my chest, ain't working out. Let's reel one in here. I need to move on down this hole is what I need to do, but we're gonna reel in another fish first. We're definitely getting more bites down here closer to this hole than what we was when I first went live. Them fish that I was catching first thing on upriver, they have come out of this hole, fed, come back. I'm probably gonna stay live till about noon, so we'll get a look at this fish. I may just go ahead after this fish and move on down into this hole. Yeah, this is another one here that's a larger dink. That's all I've got on the live streams. I got a couple good fish. I got a couple real good fish before I went live, which again, y'all will see that video next week sometime. But, and I got a couple flatheads in. Oh, he spit it. Quick release. I couldn't even dedicate him to anybody. We're just gonna go ahead and slide. I'm gonna spend the rest of my trip here on the live stream. I'll drop that bait down in a minute. We're gonna spend the rest of the trip here down in this hole. Hopefully my other lines don't get hung dragging over this debris down here. If there's part of it sticking up as we go over, we may snag it. Yeah, we're gonna go from 59 feet to 90 plus here in just a second. I just want to put some baits down in the bottom of that hole. We may not catch anything. We might catch a monster too. We'll find out. $87 feet, 92, 93, 94, 95. It leveled off. 96 feet. All right, let me hit the spot lock here. We'll get these other baits lowered down. I'll show you here, for those of you just tuning in on the live stream, the people watching the replays after the fact, y'all done seen this about 3 times, but I'll show the graph again. Shout out to all you people watching the replay of this too. Get a lot of views on the replays. Blows my mind. I've only had 1 or 2 live stream replays really bomb. I ain't seeing nothing on the live scope down right now, 96 feet, but the live scope don't pick up real good at those depths either. So that don't mean nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna fish. We'll give it till noon here. I got an appointment. I gotta be in Knoxville at 2:30 today. So I gotta give myself plenty of time to get home and shower and get up there. Gotta do some stuff today, and hopefully, if it don't take me too long this afternoon, I may go do some carp fishing. If I don't carp fish this afternoon, I'm definitely gonna hit it this weekend. I gotta get some carp. I've been thinking about it. So I gotta go get it done. I think I got a fish on this rod, y'all. I think we've had one just sitting here on this thing. It got hit earlier. We do, by gosh. We're reeling in another in here. This one won't count as catching it down in this hole though, since we had it there. Just a little old thing too, little old bait stealer. And he did steal that bait. Well, if nothing else, y'all, even if we don't get any big fish, we've got a bunch of fish on this live stream. It's another. Let's dedicate this one to Brian's daughter, Madeline, just because I like the name Madeline. Brian, if you still watching, look at him. He tried to pee on me there. He's still dribbling a little bit. Look at him. I mean, we got a small young girl watching you fish. That's inappropriate. Madeline, that's for you. Doggone fish. Ain't got the manners. It's just excited, you know. Sometimes people get excited, they pee on themselves a little bit. Drop this down. We'll drop another one down here. We'll put it down here in this hole. There might be a monster down in there. Might be a big nothing down there too. But ain't but one way to know for sure. Down it goes. Last bait going down. I'm gonna play with the gain on my live scope and see if we can see something down there. It's deeper you go, the smaller everything is and the harder it gets to see. Live scope's a lot better in that, I'd say 20 foot and under depths. It's when I have the best kind of visuals on it. Anyway, for those of you just tuning into the live late, we moved down and there's a deep hole right here. You can see 90, 95.9, 96 feet. Just slid off into this. And I don't know what all is going on here with this. My live, oh, that was a big school of shad just went by. That's what that was. We're going. I don't know if I need to turn my gain up. Yeah, I'm just not going to be able to see much. We're just not going to be able to see much. Why is that on auto? That might be part of our problem. For some reason it went, that's part of our problem. Hell, it went on to auto for some reason. There we go. Now let's play with our game. There's some fish down there. See it right there? That's by my back bait. There's something down there, by gosh, 96 feet. So We'll see. Oh, right there. Right there, by gosh. We just saw him on the screen. That's the one from the screen we just saw. That's the one from the screen. We got him on the live scope. We caught him in the act, buddy. He nailed that thing 96 feet deep. Got him. Oh, he's gonna pull it. All right. Yeah, buddy. It's gonna be the best one of the live stream, I believe. Oh. He just let go. I just lost him. Damn. Well, that sucks, y'all, but you know what? There's at least one fish down there. He didn't steal the bait. He come unbuttoned. That sucks. All right, let's try that again. I see a couple more fish down there. They behind me. They're here. I guess they're near this other back bait. Man, that sucked. That was the best fish of the live stream. It wasn't no monster, but it was definitely bigger than anything we've caught since I went live. I hate to lose it. But we just dropped the baits down into this hole. You know, we haven't had baits down there long. That's a good sign that we're getting bit already. Okay. Let's see what all I missed up here. Oh, Daniel Scott hit me with 19.99. He says, love your content. Commentary makes the catches even better. Well, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate the super chat, and I'm glad you like it. Nice of you. Come on. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss any other super chats there before his. I don't think I did. There's Chunky in the house. What's going on, Chunky Cats? The animal's asking, Skull Crush, are you kidding me? I don't know what they talking about. Something exciting, I guess. I don't even know. I gotta keep scrolling. I'm way behind in the chat box. I can't keep up. Okay, there was Daniel's comment. Warren says he watches a lot of live replays. I appreciate you watching, man. Becca says, can't blame a fish for being excited, just became YouTube celebrity. Yeah, that fish was tinkling all over everything. Well, I'm way behind. Hey, there's S. Romrell. I may be saying that wrong. $4.99 though. He says, looking forward to seeing some buffalo vids. Hey, I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to making them. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video each day, if I'm gonna take like the whole 3-day experience and make one long video out of it. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm very excited about going down there. It's gonna be a good time. Thank you for that super chat there, buddy. We'll see you later, mole man. Hey, my mom's back on her account now. Chris Bender said using heads or body chunks. I'm using both. Got heads on the left side and chunks on the right. Let me scroll down here. There's Rex Dinwiddie. Jabberjaw says get an audio reader and just listen. Got another little taparoo there. see what was tapping it too. We caught him in the act right here. I'm on. Y'all probably can't see because of the glare and all. He's still right there on that front bait. Maybe 2 fish right there, actually. Right there, right there. We caught him in the act. By gosh. Take that rod over, fish. Go ahead and take that thing over. Don't worry about that hook. It ain't gonna hurt you. I think he's got that bait, and I think he's swimming back up under the kayak with it. The line's at an angle. I'm gonna have to pick up on it. I can't tell if he's got it or not. No, I think he dropped it. By gosh, we caught him in the act though, didn't we? We saw him right there on the dang screen. Here comes another one. There comes another one toward my back baits now. They're down there, man, 95 feet. You can't fish too deep in this time of year. I'm convinced of it. Every time I'm in a deep hole, I'm catching fish. There, look right there. Right there by it, man. There's more than one fish too. I got that live scope in the down view right now. So I can't tell which bait that they're on, but they're back there near them. I'm gonna get back to the chat box. I'll be a mile behind in the chat if I keep looking at that screen down there. There's Becca shaking pom-poms. Don't just tap, take her down, take that hook to the ground, go for broke, don't settle for less, make Justin work. Don't let them rest. Becca, I don't know how you come up with all this stuff. I guess it's just the cheerleader in it. It's natural. It's a trained skill. There's Keith Doc Reed. Where the hell you been, Keith? Lord, we've been live a long time now. There's Easton Davis. Corey Goodwin says, seeing me on the water takes him back to his Navy days. Trophy Seeker Outdoors is headed to the Tennessee River. Get on them, buddy. Penny, I'm hungry too. I wish you'd fix me something. Well, I guess I'll stop and get something on the way home. My girlfriend got groceries yesterday. You know what she didn't get me? She didn't get me no Jimmy Dean bowls. So I wore out at the house. I'm gonna have to stop and get me something for lunch. Oh, Keith said he's driving today. Be careful out there, Keith. You be careful. Be safe wherever you're going. Well, Randy, I hope you like them kayaks, man. Richard J says he can't believe he's an avid bass angler and kayak catfishing has become his favorite channel. Well, thank you, Richard. I'm glad you like the show, man. You ought to give up at bass fishing and go catch you some cats. You'll have a good time. You'll like it. Danimal, he likes the Jimmy Dean bowls too. I like the bacon ones. When I was 17 years old, Danimal, I worked at Wampler's Sausage Factory for 3 miserable days. And it was one of the worst jobs I've ever had in my life. And I just don't like sausage anymore after that. It's the smell, I think, because I was working there in the summer. And, you know, you walking on the meat and stuff that's falling on the floor. And I guess, like, it would get on my bottom of my shoes, and I'd go out in my car, and it'd get on the gas pedals and stuff, and then it would bake in the sun all day long. And so after work, you'd walk out and you'd open that car door, and that waft of just rancid sausage meat would just hit you. So I don't like sausage, but I like them Jimmy Dean bacon bowls. Anyway, long-winded story. Nobody wants to hear. My days at the Wampler Sausage Factory. Surprised that place ain't got shut down. Look right here. Look right there. There goes this one. There goes. Let me set this back. he's got it. He's got it. This one ain't gonna be as big as the one that we lost right away, but it's a bite. There's fish down in this hole, man. I started, you know, on upriver for here, but just thinking that fish that I was going to be catching would be active fish that had come out, and they would probably retreat back to this as the morning went on. And I think it's behind me over here got hit. Something tapped it over there. These fish are at least making me somewhat feel like I knew what I was doing out here today. I wish we could get a big one here on the live stream. Thus far, it's been smalls. Bringing this thing up, I'm gonna take my time, you know, 90 plus feet here. I got something crawling on me too. Got bugs on me. Seeing the bubbles coming up down there. There's more fish down there on the screen though. Yeah, that's another small right here. Another old small blue kitty. Put my glove down. Oh. Got a front rod going down. I got a double, y'all. Hang on. Hang on. We got to pick up the front rod here. We got to pick up the front one. We got two. Both on the chunks. It's reeling another. There's still more down there too. I see them on the screen. I had to crank my gain up to see anything, but they're there. Yeah, live scope, I've said this before, the live scope ain't worth a damn for getting out here and just looking for fish, not for catfishing. Great for crappie, ultralight fish and stuff like that, but it is a neat novelty item when you just sat in here and you see them fish come up and eat your bait. Or you see them come up and not eat your bait. That happens a lot too. Boy, somebody's beating something over here. I don't know if y'all hear that or not. Shout out to the person beating the drum over here. Okay, there's that fish. Come up here, fish. Fish number 2 of the double is going to get landed first. Let's find somebody to dedicate it to. I'm going to dedicate this small fish to Pure Catfish. Hit me with $4.99. When you going to start selling today's? I got a funny story about that Pure Catfish. I'm going to dedicate. That's such a good question. It leads me into a story. I may dedicate both these fish to him. So, I finally, here's your, this is the smaller one of the two. I'm gonna drop this bait back down too right quick before we land this other. So, you know, I'm a big fan of the bidet. I like it. It's probably one of the best things we've ever got for the house. Anyway, I've got the Tushy 2.0. They got the Tushy 3.0 now, but I got the 2.0. And they have like a influencer thing there, and so I was going to get on their site and fill out the application. Maybe they sponsor a video or something. And I had looked at it before, and it's like a really long application. I mean, they ask a lot of dumb questions on there. But anyway, I was going to do it, so I finally got around to doing it over the weekend. Well, I'll go to tushy.com to fill out the application. Turns out the bidet company is not at tushy.com. It's hellotushy.com. Kids, don't go to tushy.com. It's a whole different site. It's a different kind of site. It is not a bidet site. So I got an eyeful. I ended up spending a little bit of time on tushy.com, and then I finally went over to hellotushy.com and filled out the influencer application thing, which took forever. So hopefully I'll hear back from him. But yeah, Pure Catfish, hell of a comment. Tushy.com. Don't go there, kids. You better be 18 if you go there. Pure Catfish Athens for you too, just for a great comment. Oh. Yeah, you got to be careful what you type in on the internet. You never know what's going to pop up. How many people's watching right now? I got 365 people watching live. I bet you Tushy.com just got at least 50 people click on their site. I bet you $1, Tushy.com. They're probably, somebody's monitoring their servers right there and they're like, what the hell is this Kayak Catfish guy on YouTube? Why are we getting all this traffic from him? You watch and see, I mentioned Tushy.com, and now all them porno ads that normally spam the chat box, they'll start popping up probably. We'll conjure them into existence. Yeah. If you want a bidet, go to hellotushy.com. And you do want a bidet. You may not know you want a bidet, but you want a bidet. I've got more fish down there right there by my baits, man. We're about to get bit again here in a minute. Oh, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see how many people went to Tushy.com after I said that. Anthony Litton said, at least I gave the sausage company a live shout out. Yeah. Worst 3 days, some of the worst 3 days of my life at that job. Age 17. Richard J, you can catch fish at any depth, but you got to bring them up slow. You got to let them decompress. What kills them is not being able to go back down. And so, as long as they can swim back down, they'll live most of the time. The Ruger likes them meat lovers on the bowls too. Hey, there's Deanna Phillips. What's going on, Deanna? There's another Oklahoman in the house. I ain't seen Deanna in here in a while. I bet Deanna's went to Tushy.com. I guarantee it. Deanna probably already knew about Tushy.com. James Cardwell said, you're killing me the way you stumbling things on the... I tell you, man, you can't just type in stuff at random. You never know what's going to pop up. Look right here. I conjured it up. We talked about Tushy.com, and sure as the world, here comes the porno spammers. Becca's all over it, though. Thanks, Becca. Becca got them blocked quick. I knew it. We went the whole live stream here, damn near 3 hours. No porno spammers, and I talk about Tushy.com. Spoiler alert, that's what you go to if you go to Tushy.com. That's the kind of site. And here they come. We conjured it up. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. The phones listen. They listen to us, y'all. It happens all the time. You be talking about something, and then you get on Facebook an hour later, and they hitting you with advertisements for what you was just talking about. I'm on to their games. Billy Van says, Tushy's a little tough on the goods. Yeah, it'll blast the doors open, that's for sure. The animal says, Deanna, you in Oklahoma? Yeah, Deanna's out there in Oklahoma. She just got married though, the animal. She's off the scene. Derek Parker said, I'll lose a lot of subscribers if we have to watch a bidet clean your... Yeah, but I'd gain a whole different crowd, wouldn't I? There'd be a whole new audience watching that. Willis Cop said he's thinking about a home in Hohenwald, Tennessee. I ain't never even heard of that. I don't even know where that's at, Willis Cop. That may be out on the other side of the state or something. Hey, Homer, I'm glad you like the videos, man. I'm glad you find them helpful. There's Stubby. He's from Oklahoma too. Said he just subscribed. Well, thank you, buddy. Easton Davis from Louisiana. Oh. A little tap. They better tap it quick. I'm going to be getting out of here soon. I'll see them. I'll show you right here on screen. Here's one about to hit the back bait, and here's some up here by the front bait. That's what was hitting that one, is one of those. I think there's multiple fish there. It's tough to tell just because it's so deep. You know, if we were 30 feet deep right now, them fish would be showing up really good on there, but y'all probably can't see anyway with the glare. It's tough on me to see at those depths, but they down there. They chewing. Gary Warmy Rich says no cousin loving down here. Well, there's some around here. If you don't believe me, just go to the Walmart on a Saturday night and you tell me some of them ain't kissing cousins that walking through there. I ain't talking bad about my Tennessee people, but there's definitely some inter-family relations going on with some of these people. Boy, Kevin Powdrill's from Oklahoma too. We got all Oklahoma. This morning when we first started, it's all Texas. Now it's all Oklahoma up in here. I got a big audience, both places, Oklahoma and Texas. Well, there was something splashing. I don't know what that was. He didn't come back up, whatever he was. Heritage Hunting Dalton said he just spit my drink. Well, I said I spit some, well, I mean, you know, I stumbled across it accidentally. But while I'm there, you know, I was not expecting what I saw at the very top when I clicked on that site. But fortunately, I did get the application filled out for hellotushy.com, and I'm curious to see if they hit me up. I'm all about doing some advertisements on here. Y'all know that. That's about the easiest money you can make when you do them advertisements. These companies pay you for 30 seconds on a video. It don't get much better than that. Tiffany McConkey says, I'm from your area, Justin, so East Tennessee is represented. Heck yeah. Tiffany knows what I'm talking about with these kissing cousins. Becca said it's 100. See, Becca, that right there is why you need to go ahead and move, because it's 104 degrees there today. It's actually, I think today, I think it was around 70 degrees when I got out here this morning, and it don't feel bad right now. It's probably mid to high 70s right now here. We'd had some rain there last night and stuff, so cool things off. I think it's going to get hot again later on this week. Trophy Seeker says it's going to be one crappy advertisement. Part of the application for them was you had to tell them your favorite poop joke. I mean, their application, like most of the time, if a company wants to put an advertisement on my channel, they reach out to me, and it's as simple as it's one email. Basically, they're like, we're looking for 30 to 60 seconds, blah, 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 blah. You know, here's what we're offering, yada, yada, yada. But Hello Tushy, man, it's like, it's extensive. I had to answer several questions. I had to provide all these links. It took a little while. I had to go back and hunt for videos and stuff. They're serious about it over there. Hey, Harry Anderson. Well, thanks for all watching, and thanks for commenting today. Like I said, they in a drought over there. Down there in Texas. Tiffany says so much rain here is sick of it. I agree, Tiffany. We've had enough rain lately. I need to mow my yard. I need to spray weed killer, but it's been so wet I can't do it. Easton says, do you recommend the ugly stick catfish rod? Yeah, I mean, they're good rods. I used them for a long time. Probably the best rod for the money. We got something going on right here. That rod right there keeps getting messed with. It ain't acting right. This rod right here is getting tight too. I'm gonna just... That rod right there is just weird, man. It's got a little bit of weight. I don't really see anything at the front rods right now. There's fish right here. There's a pile of fish behind me. He must be off the transducer. I don't see him here, but there's something going on right there. I don't know if that's a small dink or if it's possibly like a flathead maybe messing with it, but something going on right there. I need to get out of here soon. He needs to make up his mind if he's gonna eat it or not. I gotta go home and shower and head to Knoxville today. Something's got that bait. I mean, he's a little bit of weight. I ain't imagining that. I'm getting impatient with him. I'm about to pick up on that thing. Just in the event it is a flathead. I don't really see nothing happening with him now. Let me just put this in my chest a second. He may have let it go. I don't know. We're going to find out. Yeah, he's on there. He's on there. At least for now, anyway. He don't feel very big. I don't know if it's a blue or a flathead, but he ain't very big. I'm going to start bringing him up slow now. I set that hook to him because I wanted to make sure I didn't lose him, but now I may end up bringing this one up too fast. I hate that. We'll see what he is and get up here. It was a weird bite. It sure acted like a flathead, but who knows? Could just been a small dink blue or something. He ain't hardly fighting though, I know that. He's small. I brought this fish up too quick. I hope he goes back down. No, that's a small blue. Okay, there was some bubbles. All right. Hopefully he'll be all right. He may have hit that bait when I wasn't paying attention or something. Yeah, burp it all up, fish. Now, let me set this camera somewhere where we can see it. I got to find somebody here, dedicate this thing to. There's my man Keith Doc Reed driving today, a long-time supporter. He's a moderator for me now. He better not be moderating and driving though. Give me that hook back, fish. Keith, that's for you, buddy. That's for you. All right, he went back down. Good. All right, y'all. I'm not going to rebait this one because I got to get out of here soon. Said I got an appointment at 2:30 up in Knoxville. And I got about 20-25 minutes to get back to the ramp. And ideally, I'd like to shower before I go to Knoxville. Gotta be looking good, you know. Never know who you're gonna run into these days. People spot me all the time. Used to, I'd just, you know, if I had to go to the store or something, I wasn't dressing up, you know, I wasn't worrying about showering or nothing. I'd just go. But now so many people see me when I'm out and stuff, I almost feel obligated to look halfway presentable. So Keith said he's doing a roofing job today. Keith's gonna be working hard today. S. Romer said the foot perverts are bad enough, don't do a bidet video. That's the truth. That's the truth, man. Richard J said I should add Venmo for donations. Yeah, I got PayPal down there, but I don't have a Venmo. I need to look into that. John Van Zant said it has to be frustrating seeing fish on the live scope and they don't bite. It is. Especially when they come, when it's a big fish, like when you see it's a big mark, and sometimes they'll come up and they don't just eat it. Like you'll see them come up and it's like they're circling around it. And I've had it happen. I mean, they'll go 2 or 3 minutes around that thing and then finally just swim off. That's frustrating when that happens. But it does happen. They come up and investigate. There's Becca shaking pom-poms. Fishy, fishy under pressure. Fishy, fishy, don't be so clever. Don't be scared with that hook you spit. We want to see you lickety split. Well, we saw that one. He wasn't much to look at, but by gosh, we saw him. Hey, there's Tim Hull. What's going on, Tim? He's another club member. If we get that golly whopper, it better happen in the next couple minutes because I got to go. Apparently, I got to charge that battery too because my graph just shut off. We ain't seeing no more live scope today. I guess it's been 3 or 4 trips since I charged that thing. I might need to stick it on a battery charger. I guess that's my sign. Stubby says, thanks for the live stream. Well, thanks for watching, Stubby. What time? Yeah, it's 12:15. It's the time. Yeah, I probably need to get on up out of here soon. Look at this. Here comes another on ski boat things. That ain't been too bad, though. We had that one tuber go by a couple times. It really ain't been bad. That's a nice thing about getting out weekday mornings. You can avoid a lot of them people. You come out here on a weekend, forget about it. You got them people all day long. They just ruin it. They ruin the water for everybody else. But not too bad. He gonna come right at me, I guess. River's ½ a mile wide. He gonna come right at me. He's gonna cut between me and the bank over here. Watch and see. Look at this. ½ a mile wide this way. He gonna come right over here. He's live on YouTube, don't even know it. At least he's slowing down. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I've given up trying to figure people out. I don't. We all on different wavelengths. Let me scroll up and make sure I didn't miss nothing here, and we're gonna get on out of here. Philip Yawn says, "What's the weight limit on your kayak?" I think it's 500 or 600 pounds. I think on this one. I don't know. I think my other one maybe is 450, maybe. Richard's offered me $25 donation to get on Venmo. I'm gonna have to look into that. I may take you up on that, Richard. Thank you for the offer. I'll have to look it up. Christian Stone says, we love the videos. Thanks for making them. Well, thank you for watching, Christian. Oh, look right here. It's gonna be the last one. We're gonna reel in one on this head bait here, y'all. We're gonna reel in one on this head bait. It's gonna be the last one of the stream, and I gotta go after this. We're about to crank down on him here. Yep. He's got, oh boy, he's taking off now. Oh, he just took off, man. Oh man, he just took off. Oh, boy, when I cranked down on him, I spooked him, man. I about dropped the rod getting it out of the holder. I spooked that fish when I cranked down on him. But he bolted. Boy, we stuck around just long enough, didn't we? Finally get one of these head beats. I'm excited. Head baits eat in this deep hole. I'll get it out here directly. I hope this one stays buttoned up. I mean, he bolted when I cranked down on him. It's gonna be a decent fish. I think this has definitely got potential to be the biggest one of the live stream. Who was that? That's Danny Cow. What's Danny Cow saying? He said, glad to see how far you've come. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Danny Cow. I'm gonna dedicate this fish to you, Danny. I like to dedicate a fish to somebody, and you hit me up with a super chat at the right time there, Danny. Thank you so much for that, man. Hopefully this fish right here is gonna be worth dedicating. That other boat turned around, he thought better of it. He didn't want to be on YouTube Live today. I don't think it's gonna be no monster, but he's gonna be bigger than anything we've seen on the live stream. 96 feet here. That's a good fish. That's a real good fish. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one right there, man. He's gotten that other line back there. I'm gonna tire him out a second here before I land this one. Danny Cow, you come at the right time, man. You hopped in this stream at the right time. I don't know which one of these lines he's got in. Oh, it's my other back one over here. Yeah, buddy. Come on up here, fish. That's a nice fish right there. I think I may have to come back down here and film a video and start out the morning in this deep hole and see what's going on. I may come back here tomorrow. Come up here, fish. Come up here. Okay, you coming in now. Indoor behavior. Indoor behavior now. That's a good one. That's a good one, buddy. This one's the biggest one of the live stream. He got my other line all wrapped up, and that's totally okay. Don't mind a tangle for the big one. Oh! Well, he got me right in the gonads. He just tail slapped me right in the gonads. Woo, that was a direct shot. Ooh. I gotta sit back a minute, y'all. Oh. I think he knocked the left nut back up inside me. I think it's like up inside me right now. Whew. I was on the edge of my seat and he started flopping and he got me with the tail right in the twig and berries right there. That's a direct hit. I had about knock a breath out of me there. Somebody call my girlfriend, tell her we're taking a night off. I'm gonna hold this fish up here for Danny Cow. This is a good one, man. Oh, buddy, that's a good one right there now. He's still wound up, buddy. He about knocked my balls out of the park, man. He about hit a home run with the nut shot. I got that camera mount's all messed up, but he about knocked my graph off my kayak. This fish here, that's a pretty good one, though, man. That's a pretty good one right there. Easily the biggest one of the live stream. Fish, you've hurt me, fish. Get on out of here. Woo! I could have done without the nut shot. Hadn't got me. Oh no, person needs to wear a cup out here to go catfishing. Good golly. I gotta learn to sit farther back on this seat, man. I was on the edge of it and bam! That's like Barry Bonds knocking out his 73rd home run back in the day. Whew. All right, y'all. I ain't dropping that bait back down. Like I said, I got an appointment at 2:30. I gotta get on out of here, but let me just catch up on some comments right quick, and we're gonna take off again. We definitely need to go. Damn jet skiers are getting out here. Man. I'm gonna be walking funny the rest of the day, y'all. Where'd Danny's comment go, man? I may have done scrolled past it here. I'm all discombobulated trying to figure out if my nut's up inside me or not. Okay, there was Danny's comment. Whew. There's Daniel Scott, $9.99. He said it looks like a good one to end your trip on. It was. That fish didn't like me none, though, Daniel. That fish was hard on me. I gotta stretch out here a minute. I'm still. I ain't walking right the rest of the day. Thank you for that, Daniel. There's Bill Coulter, $9.99. Thank you, Bill. He didn't leave a comment with it. I appreciate you. John Dode, I would stay longer if I didn't have that appointment today. Bill Coulter says he's buying my lunch. Hell yeah, thank you, Bill. Thank you so much for that, man. Gary Wormy Rich, he feels for me. I'll tell you, man, that was a tough one, man. Deanna's laughing at me. Deanna don't understand. Deanna, she got ovaries, not testes. She don't understand what it's like when a man gets hit in the gonads. And I got every bit of that fish's tail right between the... Keith says I'm gonna be singing soprano for a little while. I feel like it, man. Whew. Man, oh man. There's Brentley up there fishing for autism. Hey, there's my man Riley, been a member for 10 months. It's good to see you live. As always, stay safe out there. I need to stay safe today, Riley. These fish doing damage today, man. They putting a hurting on me for real. All right, guys. Well, listen, it's about 12:30. I got to get out of here. I got to go to that appointment today, but hell of a day, man. It was awesome. Before I went live, we just made our way down to this hole here on the live stream. I'm going to come back out, probably fish tomorrow. I think I'm going to start here on this hole tomorrow, down here 96 feet, because we got enough action in this hole. We got that big fish just then. I'm very intrigued to what's going on here at first light. Get that feeding window here at first light. So hopefully this area won't get fished out tonight, so people see me live on here, but I'm going to come back and probably hit this area tomorrow. You may see a video from this deep hole in an upcoming video. But anyway, thank you to everybody who tuned in. Thank you to everybody who super chatted me. Here's one from Callie, 20 spot on the way out the door. She says, hey, you're still going. I just woke up. Well, thank you, Callie. You tuned in just as I'm signing off. Thank you to Becca. Good to see you again on here, Becca. It's been a long time. I've missed you. We've all missed you. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to my moderators for keeping the chat box clean. I appreciate you all. It's been fun. Other than me getting a shot to the balls, I'm going to get out of here. I'll see you again soon.